they need. And they walked off, then saw the massacre, and were a bit shocked and confused at what the hell's just happened.
Our massacre.
No, the massacre of like the poor Angel Fernando.
Yeah.
God bless his soul.
Hey,
there he is.
Look, he's snuck in there.
Yeah, I was stealthed on the set up the Discord, but please don't let my interruption ruin. I'm listening.
They Dravik and Voltron walked down the street by the docks. Lulan also was arriving at the docks at the same time, and then there's like this massive this basically Voltron dived to take an arrow that came out of nowhere for one of these one of Ducky's men, and he managed to catch the arrow in his shield, and then the archer on top of the roof suddenly gets knocked off the top of the roof by Reiner, who barrels into her, and the two of them crash into a treetop and fall down to the ground, and then suddenly the door of that house near the tree just explodes off the hinges, and a angry Freya is there. And,
angry.
And then Lulan, Scribbles, and Timmy walk down the street also towards the dock, and a bunch of Ducky's men are at the docks, and they just turn around and see the disaster that's just happened.
So basically, there might be a hero versus hero immediately after we start this session.
Pretty much. Didn't we
Pretty much, as always.
We lost Scribbles in the crowd, right?
Yeah, but he's just turned up as well.
Okay. He was always there, we just didn't see him.
I'm just going to grab my sausages. I'll be 2 seconds.
Naughty.
Sausage.
This damn camera. Why does it do this? Okay, we'll unplug and plug you back in.
Where is the missus, by the way?
Only God knows.
Damn, be a real shame if we ran out of sauce. Fucking jaw.
Yeah.
Did I just hear funny jaw?
Fucking jaw.
Turning that right down.
Oh, it's a good song. Alright, I'm just gonna...
Can I be seen? I can! Fantastical. He's clearly talking about a healing potion, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
Well, you turned that right down.
I did. It blew my head off, and then now it's at an acceptable volume level.
Cool. Alright, Lawrence was loading up. Charlie, I can't help but notice your camera's not on.
Oh, my camera's not on. Hello?
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 I don't believe it.
Still not on, Charlie.
It's because he doesn't want to see us, well, sorry, let me start that sentence again. He doesn't want us to see him sticking sausages down his throat. Banned on Twitch.
Just
Like
been
a seagull.
tossing them back.
Have you seen the video of that guy that breathes them in
Yeah.
He also breathes them out immediately afterwards.
Oh,
How many sausages do you reckon?
Max, you're not on
Oh, there we go.
what's that website called? The joke doesn't work if I don't remember.
Pornhub.
No. The one where you
Amigo.
Amigo, thank you. Let me do that again.
Amigo.
You're not on
Oh,
Amigo.
right, okay.
I'm going to mute my microphone now. That didn't go well.
Okay. Just getting the old book ready. The old book.
The old law book.
What have you done, my little fuckers? start with.
I've got my my card up as well, Alex. You'll be pleased to know.
Nice. Everyone, get your cards up.
It's the background of my desktop.
Is it?
Oh
That's
shit!
cool.
There I was thinking I was the teacher's pet, and I got one up by.
Oh, we all
What
know
a
Adam's the fucking
brown
teacher
noser.
pet.
You know what, Adam? You can buy me an apple, and then suck my dick under my desk.
I'm very confused.
I feel
about
like this
that.
is all one way.
Well, I chew on the apple, a crunch and a splurt.
Not while I'm eating my sausage.
Also,
Sausage.
Dravik, Rhino, Scribble, Fortune, Freya, Luden. I feel like I'm missing some.
Rhino.
I said that.
Didn't hear that bit.
Did you say Bleaty?
The sixth.
Meh.
Tommy.
Ah, Timmy, yeah.
Is this
Hey.
an initiative order or something? Oh!
Yeah.
Speaking of Bleaty.
Hey.
Oh my god. Is it coming true, my dream?
Bleaty's
The
not
chosen
in this
one.
combat.
I want to
This
finally
combat
see
is
it.
brought to you by Bleaty.
He crushes someone's head in between his hooves.
In between his thighs.
Oh, that's even more disturbing. I like it.
The goat finally snaps.
Alright,
Fucking terrifying.
I don't know why you all think Bleaty's weird and different.
Oh,
I'm different.
I
Yeah,
have
I'm
No
That's
idea
a normal
why we
sheep.
think that.
I think I was telling Laura a bit about Bleedy, and she said, what if he's constantly been rolling, like, really high deception, and he's actually just a man in a sheep costume, but, like, he keeps rolling 20, and the only time we get glimpses of, like, when we saw him sitting normally or cracking his knuckles because he rolled a 19, and you're like, oh no, he's just a
No,
sheep.
that is just a goat. I almost thought he had opposable thumbs, but no, those are just hooves.
I like how like Dravik was like super hungover and he's like, like really dry, and then like went and dipped his head in the trough of water, and as he was like washing his face, in the corner of his eye he just saw Bleaty sitting like a human with his legs crossed, like reading a paper, and he was like, and turned around and he was just chewing grass, and he's like,
Sus.
right, it's just
Did you just say bleat?
I mean bar, but
Turning into Hodor.
yeah.
And this campaign, this session is going to start off pretty crazy. We left it at such a cliffhanger.
Such a cliffhanger.
Salted.
It reminds me I need to
Sausage.
drink a little bit more so on the same level as last time.
Salted.
You're going to get yourself killed, Max.
Possibly, I've got a second character lined up.
Doesn't remotely surprise me if that's the case.
He's called Rena. He's a rogue elf and assassin.
Stealth archer.
Hello. Scratch your bum on the carpet.
Is he scooting?
He's doing the rootin' tootin', bibbly scootin'.
It feels so quiet without thingy playing music.
Oh,
Groovy.
sorry, hold on.
Good old Don't worry, I'll start chatting again in a sec. I'm just trying to remind
It's all
myself
right.
what
No, he's
Dravik
just.
sounds like.
Okay, cool. Alright, the initiative order has been done.
I'm so ready. I'm so ready. Let us conquer some demons. Hoppy. Hoppy.
Okay.
Doog.
Good time.
It's a dog.
Oh.
Yes. Yes. He's a creepy.
Oh, look at that little pond.
Oh, you're here! What a surprise! You showed up. I don't think you were coming.
It wouldn't be D&D if I wasn't late.
Exactly.
This is true.
Very
So
true.
true.
Oh,
Right, guys, I have
I'm
to make
muted.
a drink
There we
and
go.
finish my food.
And you found your phone, I hear.
Huh?
You found your phone.
My phone?
Yeah, you lost
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Oh, Leslie stole it. Yeah. But
Yeah.
where was it?
I did. It was in the dog bed.
Women are fucking awful with their phones.
Honestly,
Oh, it's
I'm
such a
actually getting
nightmare.
so
It's not
pissed
actually-
off at myself.
Like,
because I've
genuinely,
lost
Vivian
it.
will leave her phone in her car, and it's got to the point where I know she does it, I choose not to tell her, and then when she's like, where's my phone? I'm like, it's in the car, you left it there. I'm just not going to correct your behaviour anymore.
Yeah.
Either you get it right, or deal
I have
with
a
it.
Oh,
thing where I
get
put
out.
it somewhere, and then within 2 seconds I forget, and then I'm like, Alex, where is it? And Alex is like, oh my god, we're not playing. I've done it 4 times this week.
just started
4
walking away.
times.
You
But I
are a
was
badger.
like-
It's very true.
Oh my god, it's starting to piss myself off. Like, I was literally shouting at myself, going, why
Yeah.
do you do this to yourself?
Why are you like this?
Yeah, why am I like this?
Honestly, don't know.
Okay. So, are you all viewing?
Can you give me 2 seconds? Give me 2 seconds.
Oh.
It's champagne.
That's all right. We can put scribbles at the bottom of the initiative.
Nine guys got champagne out.
We don't even know where Scribbles is yet, so that's
Me
fine.
and Alex are so broke that we had to get a bottle of Coca and I'm drinking vodka and Coke probably for the first time since uni.
Yeah. Since lockdown ended.
That's how it is.
And I'm
I'm
having
only
a
drinking this because Daisy gave it to me the
a
other day.
lovely cup of tea. Hmm.
Oh, look at the difference. Cass is drinking champagne, Tom is drinking tea. I'm drinking vodka and Coke, Frankie's drinking vodka. We're in a good mix. Like,
Yeah,
me
that's
and
why
Max
we
in the
get
middle, Chess is at one end, on the other.
Adam's drinking concentration.
Oh, it's on Tom's side then.
Oh, what, Adam? Adam, what are you
Yeah.
drinking tonight?
I've already had a cider,
Oh.
and I've got some wine that I might dip into.
Why is there a battle map?
What do you think?
Oh god.
I'm gonna go get another drink.
Oh
I think
yeah.
you might need one.
We're never gonna start.
Yeah, I brought my bottle out. It's next to me because I couldn't be bothered to get
Volcam's
up all the
initiative
time.
is like super low. He's never going first.
Oh.
No, who goes first is the Warhounds.
What?
And then Freya.
Okay.
You know what? While Charlie's on the phone quickly, I'm just gonna get another vodka.
Oh, I guess I could get a cider to fit in.
Yes,
Aw,
Tom.
yes.
Good boy.
Well, I'll just have this last sip of tea first.
It's like a full cup of tea as well, and he's been, nah, I get the cider.
No, it's like nearly done. I drink tea very quick. I like it molten.
Oh, no.
No, even when I have my coffee, I mix cold water into it so I can drink it straight away.
Helps
I
me
would pour a
burn
little bit of
away.
hot water into my tea as well.
Burns away the feeling. You see,
That's
that's
really
how I like it.
painful. Well, no, because my family and Alex drink coffee like shots. It's not even funny. I'll be like, just take one sip of it, and they're like, okay, we're done now. And they're like, oh no, you take ages to drink your drink. No, I just drink it at a normal pace.
Alright, sorry about that. I did check 19 times to make sure I was muted, so we should have been okay.
You were muted.
Thank fucking god.
Cousin. Right now, I'm for you, Matt.
Where's Max gone?
He's there.
Who's that?
Sorry, not Max. That's because you got the white outline on your chair. Adam.
Went to get a drink, I think.
Everybody's gone to get drinks.
Yeah.
Don't hate. Donate. Hydrate.
Okay, I'm back.
It's Fudge with you.
Hmm?
It's Fudge with you.
Yeah, she's asleep behind me.
No.
Oh, she was asleep behind me. Fudge, was she...
Let's leave a little talent.
Hmm?
Let's see her.
Oh, it's hard to guide the webcam. Oh, well, she's moved.
That's useless.
Oh, I can't bother. She's directly behind me.
Right.
I could do this, I guess.
Yeah.
Why don't you just send it in the chat?
That's
Florence.
very true.
That's too easy. I don't play stuff on easy mode. Okay. So
I'm a hardcore
there's
gamer.
this like the sound of twigs snapping as Reiner falls down on top of the hooded archer. The two of them slam into like a pile of leaves that just go like into the air, raining down like amber autumn leaves everywhere. Dravik kind of like does a double take, turning around, is like, "What the hell is that?" As this door explodes off the hinges and just goes barreling through the pile of leaves, smashing over a fence and into the ocean. Freya's there, her eyes are blue fire, and she's just got her knuckle dusters like equipped to both of her hands, just pure rage on her face. Meanwhile, coming down the street is Lulan, Scribbles, and Timmy as they've rendezvoused.
Who's
And
Renekton?
that is Dravik. and as Voltrim desperately attempted to save the fleeing Ducky's man, they're clearly bumped into the rest of his crew or his gang, and a big uproar is alerted. "She's trying to kill me! She's found me! She's found me, boys! Warren Ducky!" And they're like, "Oh yeah, they're here! They're here! They look like they're champions! I thought they were dead." It's like, "We killed the angel lad, we killed him." And like they're all like started like crying out. You hear like a little war horn toot in the distance, like ooh, ooh. And you hear like barking of dogs as they come like running around the corner, kicking up dirt behind them. Freya, your turn.
Sorry, can you just repeat where I am, because Fudge was on the bed and stuff.
Oh, didn't see too much. Yeah, you've just exploded through someone's like back door.
Okay,
That's what she said.
Who's in front of me?
She gets it.
Reiner and the mysterious hooded archer that have collapsed into.
I'm not going to, but how badly I want to go up and just smack the back of Reiner's head.
Well, go on, smack him.
Actually, yeah, can I?
I mean, you gotta kinda.
So you've got 3 action points, I believe.
I'm on my action point to do that then.
So one of your action points is to walk to Reiner, and your second action point is to smack him. Yeah.
Yep.
Armor allows for dodge.
What's your strength?
My strength, I think it's 6. Let me just double check. Where is it?
Are we like all completely refreshed on all skills?
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's on 0 cooldown right now.
Nice.
Yeah, it's 6.
And your armor does allow for dodge. It does not work. So as Reiner's like dust comes out like of this pile of leaves, it's like and he's got like a bunch of hay in his mouth. And he's like, and like starts pulling it out. He just feels this whack right into the back of his skull.
Not punch, just more like a.
Oh,
Mac.
so she just slapped.
You are fuming. You got to fill up fucking punch me. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, actually, good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, punch him.
Freya just knuckle dusters Reiner right in the back of their heads. He just like submerges again in the leaves, and they just go like into the air once more.
He did make me
Reiner,
fall in the mud. So.
Reiner, you take 1 wound, and you're slightly concussed, so you lose 1 action point for next turn.
Right.
Sorry.
You got 1 more action point, Freya.
Okay, who's the little dude in front of me?
What?
Wow.
Reiner.
No, the one in the red.
Ultron.
Wow.
You
Oh,
fucking
sorry. Oh,
racist.
sorry.
Fucking hell.
Oh, wait, so
Jesus.
is there anyone in front? No enemies or anything?
Well, remember,
Well, yeah,
all
these
you
guys.
know is that
Can
you've
I
run
just move
along.
forward then?
I mean, you've
chasing
also got the
Reiner.
blue archer, the one that I was chasing after.
I suppose
Not
she,
sure
she
whether
wouldn't
it's
even know who any of those
That's fine.
people are. She's only just shown up.
Yeah.
I mean,
Can
they've
we
all
forward
drawn
a
their
bit then?
blades, so.
You could hit Max again.
Well,
He's the only enemy you
as
see.
it is.
Exactly.
I'll just move forward.
So you just step over him, you stand on his back. He's like climbing again, like birds are going.
Oh yeah, can I just like
Around his head. You just push his face back into the mud, and you stride over to Voltrim.
Yeah, that's good.
Scribbles,
Yeah.
it's your turn.
Okay. Can I advance towards the mysterious archer?
Yeah.
Is she getting involved in this combat at all?
No, she's quickly pulled herself up and like her hood's back, and you see she's got like a short blonde bob, like bob cut. She's quite like stunningly beautiful. She's young, really good.
What race is
complexion.
she? What race
Human.
is she? Okay, I'm
Human.
immediately going to use my death grasp on her.
Okay.
That's the one where a giant skeletal hand comes out of the ground and just holds her in
Max's
place.
face just there. It was like,
Not the pretty
Yes,
girl.
off just sounds
Like-
like you're just gonna fucking kill her straight
I'm
away.
just-
I was like,
Yeah.
I'm
Oh, who
surprised
would
you
do that?
even know who
like
these
that was
people
supposed to
are.
mention something to somebody.
Hands of the undead, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay, cool. What's your wisdom? Oh, not your wisdom.
My-
Sorry, your magic. So,
AP?
yeah, that's it. No, not
it's-
AP. It'll be on your inventory.
On my inventory. Sorry, 1 second.
Is it wisdom?
It must be
I thought it
wisdom.
was wisdom.
Yeah. Wisdom for magic. Yeah.
Have we had the
wisdom?
chance to upgrade to 6? Have we had the chance to upgrade any of these yet?
Yeah, you should probably at least put 2 points into your skills.
Okay, can I have my wisdom then be... Is wisdom what we use to cast magic?
Yeah.
Okay, can you put my wisdom as 8 out of 10 then? In fact, I'll
Yeah.
update that.
Sure. Okay, so these skeletal hands, like she's like trying to go draw her longbow, and suddenly these Scribbles just taps his staff on the ground, and like green corruption like spreads, like lifting the mound of leaves and dirt aside. Reiner's almost picked up and kind of like carried by these like little hands just pushing him away. And before she can even react, like these arms grab her out the ground and start pinning her, and she's stuck in place. She's like, what the hell are you doing? What are you doing? As it happens.
Did I see her take a shot at Voltrum?
Not Voltrum took the arrow jumped to take the arrow for the guy that was running.
Did I see that basically?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna. Am I talking now? Do I have an option to talk?
Yeah.
Well, you shot an arrow at my friend, and I fucking hate humans, so you need to give me all of about 10 seconds as a reason not to kill you.
I didn't shoot it at him, I shot it at them! They're gonna try and kill us now! I've been tracking this man down for ages, he knows what the Lord's daughter is! And it you cut over to him, and the guy's like, pulls out his knives, which he killed Angel Fernando with, and he's like, come on, man, come on! She's here! The bitch is here! And
then can I say, alright, now's your time to shine, Bubs, and can I yeet her at the guy that just pulled out the knives?
I don't think you have the physical strength to pick her up.
No, my giant skeletal hand is currently holding her.
Oh, no, it's like loads of little hands grab her out the ground. It just pins her in place.
Yeah, and they can all be, really synchronized and just like trebuchet her across the.
I mean, we'll roll for it.
Let's see what happens.
So they pick her up and like kind of just throw her over this brick wall, and she like slams just into the ground, kind of like breaking her nose a little bit as blood sprays out, and more hands pop out and now hold her chest first onto the ground.
Perfect. Couldn't have seen it
like,
going better.
She's like, God damn, you're idiots! You're all so fucking stupid. Angel was right. Voltrum.
If that's happening simultaneously to like Freya walking up, Voltron will probably just turn to Freya and go, "Did he deserve it?" Referring to Reiner being punched in the back of the head.
I like how casual you are. Like people are like war down to like running at you. They've like drawn knives and they're running over it, and then Voltron's just like, nice.
Did he deserve it? Yeah.
Freya's just gonna go to Voltrum and he's like, he pushed me in the mud. He kicked me into the mud. So yeah.
I stepped on your face and he shoved you into the mud.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
When will he learn? And I'd like to hoist the hammer onto my shoulder and then charge into the nearest enemy that I can see.
Nice. So it's the guy that you took the arrow for, basically.
Fucking ungrateful little.
And
like
as
nothing.
you run into him, so your
That's the charge action.
Yeah, your axe has a special ability as well.
It does to armor rend.
But also it can. Have you read the card I sent you?
Yeah. How long does it last?
1 turn, and then it goes on cooldown.
Yeah, I'm not using it yet.
Okay, cool. Well, let's try your. What's your strength?
10. Oh, is it 10?
Oh, yeah. You just
Yeah, it
smash into them. Like all 3 of them kind of like tumble and fall to the floor. The guy at the far back is going to miss his turn because he's just like really just slammed into this fence. And you're now in melee combat with these two. The archer's dropped his bow. He's pulled out his knife. and you're in melee combat.
I'm happy to end my turn there. I think that's
Really?
fair.
You got 2 more actions.
I know, but I spent one at least talking.
Okay, you don't want to hit them.
I'll bonk one.
We got
nice.
leveled
I'll
up.
give him just a little bonk.
Boop.
Okay, cool. Let's just do a little armor save.
It's a little.
Okay, so the archer, you swing at the guy who took the arrow for, and he kind of takes it on the chest. His armor, like the leather armor, kind of does nothing. It just your hammer bounces off, and then as you swing to the other one, you crack him on his knee. The tiny bit of steel he had there explodes off, and his knee just snaps inwards. Blood sprays out as he falls to the floor. He lands on his ass, dropping his knife, and he just starts screaming at the top of his lungs as his knee bone juts out from the skin.
Ouch.
He does not sound happy.
I just want Lulan to kind of walk past up that path, just whistling and walking.
Okay.
Keep going up. Yeah, bit further.
That's all 3 actions.
Okay.
Okay, the guards are now sprinting out, so... They're here, she's here, let's get her! As they start, like, running out into combat. He's missing his turn, but he stands up. And they start hopping the fence, like, running past the dogs who are uncharacteristically still. They're like, that's that pointy-eared freak! As they run onto the street to engage Lulan.
Aww.
I'm being inconspicuous. I'm whistling. I'm walking past casually.
Yeah,
Have you also seen what you look like?
Get her, she's
Why,
whistling.
racist?
Who does she think she is whistling like that? Okay, so the 3 in combat with Voltrum, they all start just like, well, one of them's severely disabled, but he's gonna throw mud anyway. Oops, wrong person. What was your armor?
7 if from behind, 6 if from in front.
Okay.
And you've got the armor zap as well.
1 spark. 1 spark. So one of them just goes absolutely. The guy who's crippled just goes and like slides through the mud. His leg just flapping in the wind as it happens. What was your armor? 7? Do you say from behind or 8?
7 from behind. I think you're right. 8 from behind, 7 from in front.
Cool. Okay, you take no wounds, but they're just like trying to shank you, and it's just getting dug into your armor.
Okay, so that's 2 charges of the armor then.
Yeah. We've got 2 of them have got bows, I believe. Yeah. So 2 arrows are going to be shot over towards Freya. 1 hits. Freya, you get a chance to dodge it. You don't succeed. What's your armor, Freya?
Such a clusterfuck of a battle. No one even like knows what. There's no set teams. Everyone's just walking around smacking each other in the mud.
No, we're still united as a team, aren't we? 5.
Okay, you take 1 wound, Freya. Lulan, these 2 guys are gonna hit you mainly on
Can
sticks.
I just stay? Like, I don't even have a weapon drawn. I'm not with the group. Why are you attacking the civilian?
Get out! They like hop the fence because they've clearly seen you walk past. You get a chance to dodge as well. You dodge one of them. You get hit by the other. What's your armor?
4.
You take 1 wound and now have blood fury.
Dickhead.
Okay, armored
So
guards.
rude.
Remember, if you could take a wound, you got to take it off your, whatever it's called, your constitution points.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
So these 2 armored guards. These 2 armored guards run in. They're gonna swing. They've got big axes. 1, 2, 3 hits, no dodge. Dodge 1, no dodge. 1 wound, no wound. So 1 more wound. So you got blood fury for one of the armored guards as well. And now we've got Reiner, your turn. So Reiner, you're missing 1 AP from being slightly concussed. You stand up in the leaves, you see Scribbles, and he's like waving at you. as you just hear screaming and shouting coming from the docks.
It's alright, can I see where the girl is that I've literally just chased?
Yeah, she's currently like buried into the ground.
And did I hear any of the conversation? I would have heard the conversation, wouldn't I?
Yes, yeah, but you kind of heard it through like as your head was ringing.
Can I like just go next to her and like bend down and like did you say Angel?
As you knee down in the mud, the hands are like clawing all over her. An arrow just whizzes over your head that Freya just ducked back from. And she's just like pulls her head out of the dirt. She's like trying to reach for this skinny like short sword at her hip, and she's like, "For God's sake, I know who you are! The man there, we need him alive!" And she's pointing to the one that currently Voltrim's swinging his hammer at. And she's like, "We need him alive, for God's sake! He knows where the Lord's daughter is. He knows what's happened to the Lord."
Yeah, but who are you?
My name is Miranda. I'm a Robin.
Oh, okay. And then could I use pin down on the one that she was on about?
Yeah, what's your dex?
10.
So Ryan notches an arrow stealthily and then just lets it go, and it kind of whizzes over Voltrim and just goes straight into the Achilles heel of the guy who was running, and he just goes, "Ah!" as it like pins into the ground. This barbed arrow, and he's just like, it goes straight through his little tendon, and he's just screaming in agony. He kind of leans on Voltrim, who just kind of hits him with the hammer to the side a little bit.
Can I inform Voltrim? Don't kill that one. We need that one. And it scribbles. Would you mind?
Not at all.
And now we've got Dravik. Your turn.
Okay. From where I am, I can spot that Lulan's under attack, so I'm going to go and defend her.
Nice.
How close do I have to be to hit with a water stream? Probably like one closer, I guess. Or...
Yeah, you'd one action to get about here, and then you could probably that'll count.
Is there a way I can line up to try and hit 2 with it in a straight line and not Lulan?
No, they're all kind of except one surrounding her. So she's currently like ducking and weaving and like trying to draw a blade to like counter hits.
No, my hands are in my pockets still.
And she's just, like, whistling.
I'm gonna blast the one on the left with water stream.
Nice. What's your wisdom?
Wisdom is 8.
What did I say is the damage dice?
Or at least on my card, it says 2 damage.
Yeah, 2 damage dice. Okay, cool. So Dravik just like goes, like inhales, and then this like precision and like armor-piercing blast of water shoots out of his mouth. The guy swings. The guy swings for Lulan, and his arm just hits the floor with his meaty thud, and he's like confused because he feels no pain, and he looks at the stub, and just blood starts spraying out, and he starts screaming and falling back. Like a woman, like a housewife opens up this door, being like, "What's going on out here?" He just says, "Ah!" It's like blood sprays all over the window.
There we
like,
go.
all over her face.
Drinking game. That should be a new drinking game. Blood spraying on someone's face. That's a that poor old lady.
We were going to do that bingo card, weren't we?
Oh, we do need to do the bingo.
You've got one more action, Dravik.
Okay. From this distance, I don't really know what I can do. Would water prison hit from here?
No, that's close combat.
Okay. I'm just gonna yell an intimidating shout at them, and I'm gonna be like,
well, you could run that extra distance.
Can I run and scream at the same time?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Okay, I'm gonna run and scream with an intimidation, going, "Get the fuck away with her! I'll kill you!" And lifting his cleave. 8.
So as you're screaming there, these people haven't really encountered your kind before. And the guy losing his arm just starts running down the alleyway to escape. One of the unarmored ones that kind of steps back, the one that's got blood fury on him, and this guy just panically runs at you.
Oh.
And now it's Timmy's turn, Charlie.
Okay. Has the woman that I threw, the Robin, sustained any wounds apart from a broken nose?
Oh,
she's still fighting fit.
Yeah.
Okay. Is she in the process of attacking at all?
No, she's still pinned to the floor by your skeletal hands for 2 more turns.
Whoopsie daisy.
I mean, you can release them, can't you?
Yeah, but it has to be Scribble's turn, not Timmy's.
Yes. Okay, fine. So Timmy's going to move up behind the two of us, basically, so in between us. And I want. Have I got a list of Timmy's abilities yet?
No, he's just got heal, which is like one.
Fine. And then, okay, we'll heal Reiner then. As much as I don't want to.
Timmy places his hands on Reiner's back, and there's this like kind of amber glow that appears, and Reiner, you feel like your concussion wade away, and like no more birds are spinning around your head.
Where it goes back and gives him another one.
Okay, so Miranda struggles, trying to reach for her sword, but the skeletal hands have her pretty pinned. They're all shouting and screaming as these dogs just start running past their owners, and these 3 jump at Freya. Actually, one will go for Reiner. Actually, you know what? One will go for Miranda as she's pinned to the floor. So this dog's gonna bite at Freya, lands a hit. Freya gets a chance to dodge, doesn't dodge, and you don't take a wound.
Woo.
Reiner, what's your armor?
5 dodge.
You armor saved it. Miranda is pinned, so she loses her chance to dodge. The dog goes to savage her face, but catches the skeletal hand instead.
This poor woman barely knows us, and she's getting beaten to shit already.
Freya, it's
A
your
good
turn.
introduction.
That's a perfect introduction. I can think of nothing better.
So the dog's at me now, yeah?
Yeah, the dog's like trying to
Is
claw
it
and bite you.
vicious? I'm guessing it's vicious since it tried to bite me.
Yeah, it's like an Irish wolfhound, so a massive
Okay.
savage,
Can I
smelly beast.
Can I
Why would you say
like
that, Alex?
elbow it in the face?
Yeah, what's your strength again?
Strength is 5. Oh wait a minute, let me do. Yeah, I think it's 6. 6.
So you just elbow slam this dog, and it like kind of whimpers as it falls to the floor, and then it goes to bite you once more.
Oh,
You haven't concussed a dog.
Okay.
You got 2 more actions.
Oh, 2 more actions. So okay.
You get 3 action points unless I say otherwise.
Alright. Okay, so did it bite me again then?
No, it's just like swinging at you.
Oh,
and
okay.
then
Can I
for you.
kick it?
You want to fire kick it or just normal kick it?
Fire kick it.
Okay, what's your wisdom?
It's 6.
You see Freya like drop to the floor with a falcon fire kick as she just goes straight through the dog and it explodes into charred remains. She actually goes straight into combat with the next 2 guys from the fire kick, who are completely shocked as she emerges from this like portal of blood that she creates.
Very nice.
I get another action point, don't I?
Yep.
Okay, with my knuckle dusters, can I just straight up punch one of the guys in the face, like, really quickly?
Go for the throat.
Yeah, for the throat, actually. Yeah, good shout, Chess. To the throat.
You're gonna punch one of the guards in the throat. Okay, so you got 2 attacks.
With my knuckle punch thingies. Don't forget that.
Knuckle punch
Yeah.
thingies.
Knuckle punch.
Knuckle punch.
His Adam's apple explodes as he sprays blood,
Come on.
and he's like, and like falls to his
Starts
knees,
suffocating.
like, gasping for air. The guy next to him goes to swing at you.
Definitely think that needs to be Freya's new move, knuckle punch.
You managed to dodge.
Write it down.
You managed to dodge his swing.
Oh, nice! Well done, Freya. That was good.
Okay, and now it is Scribbles. Your turn.
Okay, I'm going to release those skeletal hands,
No.
but because there's a dog literally right next to her, can I use the hands rather than to just make them disappear entirely, then grab the dog instead and like crush that dog?
Yeah,
So I'm helping her
had
out
one
there.
more turn. Yeah, you had one more turn with those hands, so I'll allow that.
Fine.
So they kind of like and like scurry over to the dog and just start surrounding it and like choking it out as it slowly whimpers onto the
And
ground.
as I do it, can I say, "Here's a bone, boy. Go fetch."
Sunglasses fall out the sky and just land on Squirrel.
Okay, fine. So I'm going to do that, and then the dog that's to my right, I'm just going to basically get ready on Overwatch for it attacking.
Okay. Well, it's currently Reiner's holding a bow, and it's like biting Reiner's bow as they're
All
like.
right, fine. Do I have it? Can I cast another spell or not really?
Well, what spells have you got left? So you've still got decay.
No. To be fair, I'm not going to try and shoot Decay through my 2 friends. I knew how that ended up last time.
Angel's grey streak in his hair.
I'm going to say, Timmy, go help him out with the dog. I'm going to go around the side, and can you just pan the map slightly down for me? Okay, so who are these guys in the back on the left on the street?
Oh, these ones.
Yeah,
they're fighting Lulan and Dravik.
Okay,
I
fine.
love the way that one of them's already like half tilted, like he's just been bashed in by Dravik.
Yeah, well, he's scared and was just like, ah, like ran at Dravik.
I'm gonna start to make my way towards them.
Okay, cool.
As if this street couldn't get any more terrifying.
And can I specifically make sure I'm in line of sight of the barrels, please, for my next turn?
The barrels? Oh, those?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, Voltrum, your turn. So this guy's just been pinned to the ground with an arrow through his tendon in front of you.
So
I told you, let's get him.
Through his leg, right?
Yeah, for his Achilles heel, yeah.
I'd like to grab him by the back of the neck.
Nice.
Push his face into the dirt. And then take a step forward. As I do, empower the hammer so that it grows in size.
Nice.
Take a step away and then just spin with it coming round at like chest height, and I just want to like moving directly up from where you are, just cleave my way through.
What's your strength again, man?
10.
Don't we have to keep him alive, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've pushed him into the ground.
He's
so
gone over them.
with the idea, I'm swinging over his head.
So
I'm hitting everyone around chest height.
So what you guys see is Voltrum just slams his face into the ground, steps on his back using his dwarven weight, pushing him into the mud, and Voltrum like shakes his hand, and the hammer suddenly starts to grow. Like this metal almost appears from nowhere as this huge mallet appears from this one-handed hammer, and with this like meaty weight, he lifts it around and just swings it. The guy who was kind of on the floor, a broken leg, his head is just removed from the lower jaw up as his brains are just sprayed across the field, and he dies instantly. The 2 behind him who are running into combat just get whacked in and like stuck to the hammer as they just pass through. This guy dies instantly. This one is just clinging onto life as he's like thrown in the mud. This guy stepped forwards and just his like leg is just broken in completely, and his left arm at the same time as he falls to the floor, like trying to crawl away out the combat.
That's a new power, boys.
And then as similar to what's his name in Tangled, Eugene, he just looks at the frying pan of a hammer and goes, "This is fucking awesome," and then just like moves towards the next crowd of people.
Nice. So he's
Nice Disney reference, Adam.
I've watched a lot of Disney Plus lately.
Tangle's my favourite.
Lulan,
Well, first I want Lulan to kind of smile and then crack her neck. And then I want her to summon her blood clones.
God, you're ulting already, okay.
Well, why not? And then, I want to step into the guy in front of me that you said has no armor and stab him with my serrated dagger.
Yeah.
And
hold on
then...
1 second. Hold on.
Sorry, this is like all these Lulans coming from the sky.
So Lulan slams that palm onto the floor and like emerges these 3 clones around her. The armored guardsmen, currently scared as this giant lizard with a double-ended blade is running at them. They just start looking at each other. The woman who's still in the doorway is like, "What the fuck?" As like these clones appear, and they just both of them had their like knives attached to their hands as they emerge out the ground. With the serrated dagger, you just pierce this cowardly guy in front of you, retching the blade away. This like tendril of like blood and veins connects your dagger to his like heart, which is clearly beating out of his chest.
Okay, he's gonna run off to the guy that's already running off to tackle and kill him.
Nice. So, hold on 1 second. That's your third action. Is
it?
Yeah, blood clones, stab, control.
Oh, I didn't realise. Okay, then... Can I use my blood clones to just...
Yeah, your clones
instead
get
of that?
a turn. No, your clones
okay,
get
then.
a turn.
Okay, cool.
So, yeah, Lulan like runs on the spot, and the guy that she's got the tendril attached to turns around and runs after the one who's got one arm, and he just starts bludgeoning his friend to death as Lulan like mimics the action from her side, and his head is just caved in.
Right.
Like his skull's just slowly dented inwards.
Have you become Shikamaru?
That's
cool.
Now your blood
that one,
clones.
They're all gonna triple strike. The rest of the guys.
So the blood clones move in. 2-on-1 and 1-on-1, or 3-on-1?
No, 2-on-1 and then 1-on-1.
What is your model? So. Oh my god, set up. Okay, so triple strike, triple strike, triple strike. Attempt an armor save. I don't think it's impossible. So the one of the guard who's like looking around, your two guns just go, one's just like hacking at him. Like he loses like a massive like cut through his jaws, like it starts to unhinge. One stabs him through the back of the knee, one through the armpit, and like one's just going for his lungs 3 times, and he's just like starts like coughing up blood, and he immediately starts to drown in his own lungs, like begin to fill with blood. The triple strike on the other one. He's kind of swings an axe at your clone. He just dodges it underneath and just slits both his wrists as he's like drops his axe, and he's still alive, but he's fairly beaten.
I think we're a little bit overpowered for these bad.
Anyone else getting hard home vibes with those children? Just like
Yeah.
Jeez.
The guards, the one who's kind of like panically throwing his fists up at Dravik, takes a swing. Hits Dravik, you get a chance to counter.
I don't think I get
that.
I don't think I get chance to counter.
Oh, okay.
That's an angel thing.
Yeah, that's an angel thing. Your armor saves it. These two are on Freya. This guy's gonna. Oh no, he's the one who's like really injured. This guy's gonna go into Ultrim. Oh my god, why are these models struggling so much? This guy's gonna run at Miranda. These two charge out.
I love the music.
No, it's very epic.
These two archers take a shot at Scribbles.
No
One
Scribbles.
hits. You've got light armor, you've got robes, haven't you?
Yeah.
You take 1 wound.
I'll make a note of it.
These two guards are fighting Freya. 2 hit. Freya gets a chance to dodge. 1 attack dodged. The other one you don't dodge. And you take 1 wound, Freya. So he brings down his mallet on your feet, and you hear this like sickening crunch as your little toe breaks. The 2 guards on Voltrim now swing at him. All 3 hit. Armor doesn't say it, doesn't explode. 1 wound, Voltrim.
Okay.
Yeah, 1 wound. So he manages just to shank you in the wrist a little bit, the tip of his sword.
Armor's got 4 charges now.
Yeah, 4 charges. The one on Miranda charges out of a spear, hits. As the spear like comes towards her, she like draws this short sword and just cuts the top of the spear off. The spear lands, and then she just turns and just jabs the blade through the guy's throat using his own momentum as he's running forwards, and he starts like grappling onto her as he falls to the ground, and then she just wrenches the blade free, and half of his neck is just severed.
Very nice.
Armored guards. The one who's had his wrist cut is going to swing wildly at your blood clone. 2 hits, gets a chance to dodge, doesn't succeed. It doesn't have armor, and one of your blood clones is destroyed.
What
How
does
can
it
he
look?
swing with his wrist cut? He's not
just
holding
panic-
anything. He's
he's
not
just
holding
panicking.
anything though. He's just
He's-
slapping.
He draws a knife and just swings wildly. This guy's going to run this way.
What does
They
it
haven't
look
been
like when a
alerted
blood
just yet.
clone gets destroyed?
It's just like a balloon of blood
Blood mist.
explodes.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
blood
everywhere.
mist.
that is disgusting.
The woman in the doorway. My bread! It's like a loaf of bread's just on the floor
Does
now.
her small child come to the door wondering what happens,
Yeah.
and all
Mummy,
that
what's
blood goes?
happening?
Fucking hell.
And the husband, sweetie, I'm home from work. Rhino, your turn. There's a dog currently grappling you.
I don't know if I can use it like this, but can I like wind kick, as in like just fucking kick the dog miles?
Yeah, sure. What's your wisdom again?
Oh yeah, not great. My wisdom is 6 out of 10, but my strength's 8 out of 10.
So this dog just goes and like flying, like as like a little hurricane hits him. Freya, the guy that like was running towards you, just gets this dog pelted at him, and the two fall to the ground. The dog actually bites him in confusion. You got 2 more actions, Rhino.
Right, I don't know if I can do this, but can I walk up to the guy that's the guy that we're meant to basically get?
Yeah.
Can I tie him up with a rope and then shoot the end of the rope over the tree? I should have a rope.
Check your inventory.
I mean, I picked up a rope a long time ago.
Which is me.
Yeah, I know Lulan has rope.
We might have to go shopping again, gang. Buy some essential items.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I picked up rope before we did the griffin, and I never used it during the griffin.
Lulan's the one who has the rope from the griffin.
Alright. Okay. New plan. Instead, can I just grab one of my my like trebuchet arrows?
Yeah.
And just like proper launch it through his ankle.
Jesus.
And like proper like pin him in the ground so he's not moving anywhere.
He absolutely is just pinned in as this like almost spear long arrow has gone through his ankles. Both of them are kind of overlapping as Rhino just goes and like jabs it through, severing both of his Achilles, both his tendons, and he's just screaming, going, "Oh my god!" as he's like pinned to the floor.
Cool. I believe that's me done.
Okay, Dravek.
All right. So that guy's just tried to hit me, yeah?
Yeah.
Is he holding a sword?
Yeah, he's got a sword. So he swung and like your armor just caught the sword in your shoulder.
Okay. Can I... It's not technically a move on my thing, but can I... I'm holding the sword in one hand. Instead, can I grab him with my, unarmed hand and just grab him by the throat and lift him up with a strength check and try and squeeze his neck?
What's your strength?
10.
You lift him up firmly from the ground. His sword's still dug into your shoulder. As you just lift him, he kind of lets go of the sword and starts holding your hand. He's panically kicking at you now.
Okay, and in this motion, can I turn to that family in the door?
Yeah.
And I want to say, "Tell me, what have you seen today?"
And the woman's like, "You've just massacred a bunch of people."
I'm going to now snap that man's neck in my hand.
Yeah.
If I can roll for that.
Yeah, his neck snaps and his tongue falls out. He's like...
And then I'm going to look at them again and go,
"I don't think that was the right answer. What have you seen today?"
Are you just snapping that man's neck and she killed a guy?
Alright, now I'm going to lift my blade and point it at her.
Oh my god, I'm answering your question. I don't understand. You're asking me what I'm saying.
You get one more chance to answer my question correctly.
The son's like, "Mom!" It's like holding it at like her leg.
I'll say,
"Here's a hint. You haven't seen anything today."
Oh god, I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen anything.
Can I roll insight on whether she hasn't seen it?
She's terrified.
Alright, I'll trust them enough that they haven't seen anything today.
She goes to shut the door and like the kid's just bawling in tears and goes like, "Lizard man's scary." she's like pulling him in.
Yeah, and I guess that's my turn.
Yeah. Timmy.
There you go, guys.
Timmy.
No witnesses.
Timmy.
Yeah. Okay. So, Timmy is going to kind of just lean a little bit to the left and just cast heal on me.
His heal's still on cooldown. It's got 2 more turns on cooldown.
All right. So Timmy is going to. Can you see the barrels to the left over there?
These ones, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Can Timmy try and stealth over there and hop in one of the barrels?
Yeah, Timmy successfully goes into a barrel.
Wait, does he?
Yeah, he's in there.
Okay. So he's going to stealth there, and he's just going to be watching, making sure that everyone's still alive.
Alright, and now it is Miranda's turn. Miranda, like, dusts herself off. She pulls the blade out of this guy's neck, sheaths it again, and like kind of utters an incantation, and her quiver bursts into flames. Ooh. She draws 3 arrows out. All 3 of these arrows are on fire, and looses them. One of the guys running into the corner of Freya just bursts into flames as 3 arrows just goes and dig into his chest, and he drops down dead. She then suddenly disappears, appears behind this weakened guy, and just slits his throat, killing him instantly. Then she shoots her arrow into the guy who's wrestling with the dog, but it just misses. Hound's turn. He's just going to take a bite on the guy that he's confused by. Wounds him 1. Freya, your turn.
Is that guy in front of me? Is he slightly injured because we broke him or not really?
Wait, that guy's dead, I think. The guy in front of you is the one that injured you. He took a wound on you.
Yeah, but did he take any injured by...
No.
Oh, okay. No. Could I trip him up and then knee him in the face?
I love how you have all these moves and you're still just doing
no,
this
I'm trying
want to use my knuckle punch.
Yeah, I'm trying not to use fire as much. I'm going to leave my fire for something, because knowing you, Bots, it's going to be like, there's a big dude that comes in and fucks everyone up. So
okay, so you got knuckle dusters. Why don't you just punch him? That gives you 2 attacks instead of 1 attack, which is your kick.
Oh, okay, I'll do that.
I mean, you can do what you want.
No, we're clearly not. So we'll just punch him.
What did you want to do? Come on.
No, we'll just punch him. Just punch him.
Okay, so your knuckle dusters. Your first one just absolutely just blasts his teeth to like ash. And then with the blade on the other end of your second one, you just jab him straight into the temple, killing him instantly. You got 2 more actions.
The guy in front of me, has he been injured at all?
No.
Okay. Can I use... Let me just get my sheet up. Can I use... my fire kick?
You just used it in the last fight.
What do you mean?
You used fire kick on the.
You exploded the dog, remember?
Yeah, you exploded the dog.
I didn't use fire kick. I just kicked it. I didn't say fire kick.
I said, do you want to use fire kick? Which is why I made you move closer. You said yes, fire kick.
Fine. Can I do my my heat punch then?
Yeah. Okay. So he's just. You're gonna move closer towards him, or just do it from there?
Oh, obviously move a bit closer.
Okay, so there's slight range to this anyway, so you don't have to move that close. You see Freya just like punch the air, and like absolutely like nothing happens, and then the guy's eyeballs just begin to melt in his skull, like eggs just pooling, and his flesh just goes like darker and darker until it's like almost grey, and he's screaming, his hair falls out, and he just he's just been boiled alive from the inside out.
Nice.
Okay. Scribble, your turn.
All right. So, can you just pan over to the battle that's happening down the streets?
Yeah, there's 1 guy left, but there's more coming.
Okay. Can they hear me? Can everyone hear me from where I am right now?
Yeah, I'd say if you shout, then yeah.
I'd say, guys, get them in front of the barrels. Get them in front of the barrels. And I'm going to just beckon them to run towards me.
Okay, so did you hear that? Dravik and Lulan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aren't those guys basically dead though, right?
Yeah, but there's more coming.
Yeah. So I'm gonna get him to run behind the barrels, and I'm going to. Can you sort of? Yeah, I just want to get in a really good position to have a good line of sight of those barrels.
Okay.
Perfect. That looks good to me. And then can I charge up my decay?
Yeah, sure.
Perfect. Thank you.
Don't those barrels belong to that family? That might ruin their career.
Voltrum, your turn.
Might make their career.
What's the lay of the land? What did I miss?
I don't know. Did you go away?
I did, yeah. I even messaged you saying I went away.
Oh, my bad. Sorry, bro. You've got two guys clawing at you and swinging at you. One of them's wounded you.
They look different to the other guys.
No, there's no real difference. Just their outfits. They're just street thugs.
I've got 4 charges of the armor. Can I just simultaneously zap both of them?
Yeah.
So just like
that stuns them both, doesn't it?
Yeah, like dodge an attack, underneath, zap.
Yeah.
And then just take the maul, like the maul thing, and just look at whichever one is uglier, and then just just finish him.
Okay, so you zap them. They're like stunned. One of them falls to his hands and knees with his head extended outwards, and then you just line up like a golf hit and go and just take off his head like a melon. It explodes.
If each stun is 1 action and then 1 hit is 1 action, that's my go.
Lulin?
Can I get my clones to run towards Scribbles and just stand behind him defensively?
Sure.
And then I want Lulin to use Blood Whip on the guy with no wrists, basically, and just as she runs towards Scribbles, kind of yank his head off.
Oh my god.
Or just choke him to death. I don't know.
So
casually decapitate him there.
The guy that you were controlling gets control of his own body back, but he's kind of mortified at what he's done, and he's just crying over beating his friend to death. As you walk away, you the guy's he's so injured, his sword's kind of hanging. He's covered in blood from your clone, and you just go and tie it around his neck, and he falls to the floor. And then over your shoulder, you just start pulling him with you past Dravik, who's just watches you out in shock and horror as you drag this man through the mud by his neck. He's not dead. He doesn't take a wound from it, but he's handicapped.
Oh, then can I use transfusion on him?
What's that ability do again? Sorry.
Basically, gives him a damage and heals me a wound.
Okay, so your blood whip kind of pulsates as he's drained from blood, and you heal 1 wound, and he just decays.
Thanks. And then I just want to stand by Scribbles.
Cool. The guard's turn.
You can just blow up the barrels anyway.
So they're all alarmed.
Oh no, are these the city guards?
No, they're just thugs. They're Ducky's men. Oh no, not him.
Quack, quack, little boys.
The duck went up to a lemonade stand, and he said to
the man, right in the stand, hey, got any
grapes?
The duck said, no, we just sell lemonade, but it's cold and it's fresh and it's all homemade. Can I get you a glass? The duck said, I'll pass. And he waddled away.
Waddle, waddle.
I can literally recite the entire song word for word.
I bet you can.
Till the very next day.
Okay, so these two guards are going to shoot Miranda. They knock their arrows and loose. She takes 1 wound. That guard's stunned. This one's going to run at Freya. He swings his sword above his head. Freya gets a chance to dodge. Gets hit once, gets hit twice. Armor save. Freya, you take 1 wound.
That's 2 wounds.
His sword scratches above your eye line, and just blood starts pooling into your eyes. The guard who's distraught over his friend just rushes at Dravik in fury with his mallet, and he's like, "Fuck you!" and runs at him. He's gonna swing with all his might, blaming Dravik for the death of his friend. Hits. Dravik armor save, you're fine.
Can I just look at that?
He hits, but he knocks the sword out of your shoulder, and now his mallet's stuck there instead. Ryan, your turn.
Is that dog fucking still alive?
Yeah, it's just confused and running around like mad.
Can I steal the other side of the greenhouse?
You've got a shot. Well, this guy's now pinned to the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got a shot. Well, you got a cleaner shot on those two archers that are shooting at Miranda and Scribbles.
Alright, I'll use triple shot on one.
Yep.
I
mean, yeah, just easy. One of them just gets like 2 arrows appear in his chest and he falls to the floor dead.
And then, can I draw out my siege bow and shoot through the one in front of me and aim to hit the ones behind because they are in a very nice line?
So he's like, whoa, dodges the other 3 arrows and looks at his friend who's dead, and he's like just thinking, my God, I've made it. I might actually survive this. And before he even has the chance to look to the left, this giant spear of an arrow goes straight through his abdomen, and straight through his side, and he just goes like flying, smashes into these barrels, sending splinters everywhere, and just plops into the ocean dead.
I'll take that.
Dravik?
Oh. Okay, so I got the idea. I heard that Scribble said something about the barrels, right? Who's that? Oh, that's the guy in front of me, isn't it?
Yeah. He's just like going, like limply wailing on you.
I'm gonna... Fuck it. I'll cleave him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna cleave him just like sideways down. Try and cut him in half. A clean swipe. I can tell you what it is.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay.
Okay, so this poor guy, he's like crying. He's good, like his heart's like beating so fast and been pulled to the very surface of his chest by Lulan's like mage dagger, and then he's just like wailing on you, like his eyes are pink and stuffy, filled with tears, and Dravik just like kind of sighs, and then just goes like with this like double-ended, this like long curved like double-ended sword.
No, this is the halberd.
Oh, the halberd.
The
So
big cleave.
you just jab your double-ended sword into the ground, and then you just swing this halberd, and he just like his limply arm just falls to the ground, and then Dravik just picks him up and just lifts him, and he's like going He's like Dravik's holding the guy up his own intestines on this halberd, and just holding it above him, and like just the guy's screaming with one hand, is spraying blood everywhere as he starts to slide down the blade, and dies.
Wow.
That'd be the logical conclusion to those events.
Yes.
I love how Alex makes it so much worse than we actually want to be.
Infused and angry,
I cut him in half. No, you lift him up and his blood goes all over his face. Wait, just before they get to me, because I still have 2 actions, right?
Yeah, infused and angry, they start running forwards.
Before they get there, I want to run up to that family's house and kick the door in and run in.
Oh God! Okay.
Oh my gosh!
They're like, the woman's like cowering in her. It's a one-room house because they're very poor. She's like cowering, shielding her child as this door just becomes splinters. You just crush the loaf of bread that they were having for dinner, and they're like, "Please, we've got nothing."
And the husband, daughter, and the girl,
the wife.
Yeah, they're there. Are they all sort of somewhat in the same vicinity?
Yeah. The husband runs and grabs like a meat cleaver.
Before he does, I've still got to turn. I've still got to turn. I want to try and do a scooping like bear hug of all 3.
The husband, panicky, he runs at you and swings the cleaver above his head. Okay. It's like he's almost half naked from like the waist down. He's terrified as he runs at you.
I want to be try and like, pick them all up.
As he's like swinging the cleaver, you like bear hug him, and his like genitals are like slapping your chest a little bit.
God.
As he's like the cleaver, he's trying to hack you in the back.
Have I got the other 2?
Like, my husband!
I wanted to bear hug all 3 of them. Was that possible?
You ram the kid's face into his dad's ass,
Okay.
and you lift the wife. over the shoulder, and she's like on like almost like an ice pick, and she's like jabbing at your shoulder blades.
All right, I'm gonna try and tank the damage and run out the back door with them away from the damage.
There is no back door, but you smash through the wall into someone else's house. In that house is a family eating dinner, and you just crash into their dinner table, knocking hot soup all over them.
Hot soup.
An old lady was just about to dip her bread into this soup, and it just spoils her face, and she's screaming, and she like slips and slides. She hits her head on the side of the chair, just completely killing, like braining herself. There's just a Dravik-sized hole between the two very thin walls of this house. The old man husband's like, Margaret! As he gets a fork and just jabs you in the back.
I have so many peasants stabbing me with different utensils. Do they get any damage, or is my armor blocking all of this?
No, your armor's just blocking it.
Alright, I guess
they're all
that's
poor,
my
it's
turn.
all rusted copper shit.
Is that my turn? I think it is.
I think you got one more action.
Alright, final action. I want to do the water healing. Well, hang on. What do you can do from the water? Okay, an hour. I'm going to use the water healing prison on that old woman's head.
Okay, water just surrounds her, and she's like blinded by the soup. However, her skin begins to heal, and she's like panically. Like, the husband thinks you're drowning her, as he's like stabbing you more and more. And she's just got this bubble of water, and she's freaking out because she's now blind.
Why is she blind?
Because the soup boiled her eyes like instantly.
Is it not healing her
How
eyes?
was the soup?
All you don't know this, but just before this happened, Margaret's like, James, I always tell you this soup is just far too hot, and just this list, this wall. It's like these people, this naked man. It's like,
He will never forget to make the soup colder.
The woman's over is over Dravik's shoulder. There's like a man with his face, his kid's face buried into his ass.
Well,
Dravik's like, ah!
They should be safe from the explosion now. That's my end of my turn.
Timmy, Charlie, it's Timmy's turn.
Okay. How many turns does Timmy's heal take to recharge?
One more turn after this.
It's
after this turn. Yeah.
What's that yellow thing behind Timmy in the barrels? I'm very confused.
It's just a prop I couldn't have download the skin for.
Fine. Okay. I'm going to get Timmy to think really hard about healing me. And also, Timmy's just got in some of the barrels, so I want to understand, is there any of the same fluid? Like, are those barrels the same as the ones I'm looking at?
There is pitch in them.
Pitch in them. How flammable does this pitch seem?
Pitch is probably the most flammable liquid in medieval.
Wonderful.
World.
Timmy's going to shout out, Freya, Scribbles is going to need some fire in about 10 seconds. And that's going to be Timmy's turn.
Okay, so Miranda hearing that, just double check on what ability I've been given her.
Is Groovy gonna have any music on again? By the way,
it has been playing music.
Yeah, she does. You might just need to turn her up. It's been very quiet.
Yeah, I've had to turn her up.
Yeah, I had to turn it up.
Oh, right. She is quiet. Ew.
Ew. So Miranda's burning arrows. She turns to you and she's like, "How can I help?" Scribbles.
And I'm just going to say, I'm going to need some fire. The second you see me hit those barrels, just get ready to hit them with some fire, alright?
Okay, she launches 3 and goes on Overwatch.
Okay.
Good.
Okay, the hound's dead. Freya, your turn.
Okay, have I got anyone in front of me?
Yeah, the guy's swinging his sword at you. You're just like blocking with your daggers.
Can I go to where's Scribbles?
Here.
Can I? How many? I've got 3 action points there.
Yeah, but you're forced in melee.
Well, he needs fire, so how am I going to do that?
Well, Miranda's got him covered on that sense.
Oh, well, did she do fire?
Fire arrows, yeah.
Okay. So the guy in front of me, could I try not to use fireball because everyone takes the piss that I used it too much. I'm not trying to use it as much.
Do it.
But I actually want to give, like a close fireball right at him. Yes,
okay, so what's your wisdom?
I think it's, let me check. 6.
Okay, so Freya grabs the man's face with her hand and just launches a fireball at point blank range. His face is just engulfed in blue fire. like surrounds him. He's almost inhaling it as well as he's panicking. And Freya's just holding his head as he just slowly stops fighting it and falls to the ground, dead.
Nice.
You got 2 more actions?
Okay, and then have we got anyone else near us?
No, there's more coming though.
Okay, can I walk towards Lulan and Scribbles and not? Yeah. There we go.
Cool. You got 1 more action?
Oh, well, can I move up a little bit further then? Not too far, not too far. Not too far, yeah.
Okay, Scribble.
All right.
Stood right in the firing line.
Can I roll a charisma check?
Yeah, what's your charisma?
Very low. So basically, I want to make sure before I do this, I'm still going to be able to cast a spell after I roll this charisma check.
Oh, fudge.
If I... Oh, fudge. Oh, wait, I thought you were saying, oh, fudge, because I rolled badly.
Fudge.
Okay, so, can I make a charisma check, say a line, and regardless of the outcome, still cast my spell next turn?
Yeah. Well, this
or this turn, sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shout to those guards. Hey, fellas! There's about 4 of you, and there's a lot of us, and you've just seen what we've done to your friends. Wouldn't it be intelligent to wait for all of the reinforcements to be in the same place before advancing any further?
Yeah, the guards kind of stop running and look at one another. And like they turn around and they're whispering at each other and they're like mumble.
Low grumble.
Low grumble. Low grumble. And they kind of nod and they call their men forwards again. They're like, come on, he's clearly right. They have some strength to them.
I'm gonna say that's it. That's what a real man would do.
We should go at the same time, and these 3 guards run after them.
Oh, Groovy knows something's coming.
Groovy knows it's coming. Okay, and then.
Yeah, I told you guys, there's something coming, and that's why I'm using my fire.
And I chuck my decay at the straps that are holding those barrels together.
There's
preferably like the ones that are gonna make them tumble in a sort of leftwards direction.
Yeah, so there's a loud like noise as the lever wastes away, and the barrels roll over onto them, spilling like pitch all over them. It lashes up the walls and onto the house or the windows, everything. Like the market stands next to them. They're like slipping around, sliding in it. They're kind of like that scene in Blue Steel film, Zoolander. They're just covered in oil as they're like sliding around in it. And then they look up and they kind of notice Miranda standing there with 3 arrows all like lit with red flame. And then one of them's like, oh, we're sorry, and she just goes, too late. And like these 3 arrows just go into straight into like the massive black puddle, and it just goes lights up. And they're screaming and like running around, like trying to pat themselves out. Like one kind of walks up towards Freya and just falls to his knees and dies at her feet as they collapse in flame.
I like it.
Miranda turns to Scribbles and walks over and goes, "You're a sick motherfucker. I love it."
Uh-oh.
I'm going to proceed to just look straight into her eyes and say, you're a human. I don't like it. But that was a good shot. Well done. I really hope I didn't break your nose too badly.
She's like, all's well that ends well.
No, your nose is not well. It didn't end well. It honestly looks atrocious. You didn't look good before, and I mean, now it's only worse than it was, so I'm sorry. I mean, really, I am.
Meanwhile, Dravik, the house that you've come from is just a flame. There's like their living room is completely destroyed as Pitch had gone through the open door you kicked in.
I'm gonna be like,
doesn't it go through the other side then?
It's like creeping over to the old person's home.
Yeah. What about on the other side of the explosion where the other enemies are?
Yeah, it's not quite reached that far yet.
Yeah, I'll express to the families how I've saved them all.
It's still swinging at you.
Yeah. I guess I'll just leave.
Well, you just drop them and walk through the fire.
No, out the other door.
Alright, so all of you just hear this like it's like and he just appears through a different door. He's like all his armor's scratched up. It's just like this almost urine all over him as well.
Multiple
from the guy
families.
Yeah. Vulture?
Who's nearby? That guy?
Yeah, he's no longer stunned.
What's happened to your friends, bud? And then just absolutely wail on him.
I don't need to roll for this because he's so injured, but he's like comes out of this like shock and he holds up his hands, and Vulture just stands above him with his hammer and just goes
like a watermelon.
Yeah, and he's just pulved into the ground and it just becomes mush.
Nice. Then so that's one action point. It's only been 3 turns, so my charge is off cooldown. Can I just run towards the rest of the combat?
Yep.
And use both actions to do so, and that'll be it.
Sure. Okay, Lulan.
Okay, I kind of want her and the blood cones to follow Voltron. Just leap over and run.
Yeah, jump over the fence and start sprinting after him.
Okay, how many action points is that?
2.
Okay, and then I want all of them to use. Can all of them use blood arrow?
Yeah.
On different enemies.
3 arrows whistle out. 2 hits. And the 2 front ones take 1 wound each.
Lovely.
Okay, the guards rush forwards towards Voltrim. For Ducky! They yell as they charge. The archers assume position. And they kind of sprint in towards Lulan's clones as well.
Bless you.
It's like a beating of a drum as this half-naked man with a whip runs out after them. And he's like lashing them from behind, like, Ducky is right! Ducky for mayor! As he's like chasing after his own men, whipping them into a fury. They're going to swing at Voltrim. 2 hits. No charges. No sparks. No wounds, Voltrim.
Okay.
The one attacking your blood clone is going to swing his axe over his head. Hit. Blood clone gets a chance to dodge. Blood clone dodges. Reiner.
So I'm going to shout at Timmy and get Timmy to come over and heal this guy. By me because I'm bleeding out. But I want him to heal him whilst he's still impaled.
So his legs just constantly sealing and opening again.
Pretty much, yeah.
He's just, why are you doing this?
Information.
Then, can I move across, obviously, so I can see? So I want to move so both the archers are lined up, one shot.
It's tricky. It's a tricky one.
Well, I would just be moving across, yeah. And then I should have 2 turns. So I want to siege bow with both.
Okay.
One at both the archers, and the other one I should have pin again.
You hit one of the archers, the unarmored one, and pin him to the wall, and he dies. Just like this huge arrow just he just gets stuck there, pinned and drops dead.
Okay.
What's your second action? Your final
I was going to try and pin the. Can I see the guy that's whipping from where I am?
There's too many blood clones in the way.
Okay. Who can I see from where I am? Can I see the other archer?
You can see the flag guy and the other archer but the flag guy mainly.
Can I shoot the flag guy right through the head?
With your siege bow? It just misses, so just whistles over his head and digs into the wall. Dravik.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna head over to where that guy is with his arrows impaled in his legs.
Yep.
Who's over there with him? Is it Timmy?
Timmy's like healing him, and he's just going, "Why are you doing this?"
I'm gonna grab him by the face, if possible, like that. So his mouth's still there, and I'm gonna go.
What do you know?
Oh, a great many things. I know what time the sun rises.
I'm gonna squeeze his head a bit and go.
Relevant to the situation at hand.
Well, I don't know. You've just come and attacked me and my men. What do you want to know?
Well, I'm gonna look up, and the archer's there, isn't it? I'll be like,
yeah, Miranda.
Archer! Over here!
Miranda like sheaths her bow and strides over, and she puts like a heel of her boot onto the guy's like ankles where he's bleeding heavily. It's constantly healing, and he lets out this like like whimper, and she's like, "Where is the daughter of the Lord? Where is what did I call her? Hold on.
let's see if I wrote that down.
Set name here.
Ah, where is Claire? We've been looking for her. Ducky wants her. She's gonna use her as a bribing tool to become Lord. The king might respect it if Ducky marries her. King Victor might allow him to be Lord. We're doing Ducky's orders. There's another bounty on her. Weird people in robes come out at night from the sewers looking for her. We captured one. He's in the ship at the end of the dock. And Miranda like lifts up her boot, and she's like, draws her short sword, held up against his throat, and she's like, "Is she alive? As far as we're aware, we haven't found her yet. The robed men, they think that she's still in town, hiding in plain sight. They're looking for her. I don't know why." And she just like slits his throat, and just blood just starts gurgling out. And she sheaths her blade again. That's all I needed to know.
Nice thing to do in front of Tommy.
Yeah.
Timmy.
Does blood spray on his face?
He has to learn.
No, he's okay. All right. Well.
Did we get a description
does she
of
do
what the daughter
anything
looked
after
like?
that?
No, but I guess Miranda knows what the daughter looks like.
Or the guy in the boat.
I'm gonna grab Miranda by the arm, if possible, and be like,
You are not going anywhere yet.
and hold
She
her
looks
there.
at you and she's like, "I know their names, but I do not know yours, lizardkin."
I'll say,
Let's keep it that way for now.
and just hold. I want to hold a strength roll to make sure that I can keep her there, so she doesn't run off before we're finished.
What's his strength?
10.
Oh yeah, you're holding her there. She's like kind of allowing it to happen as well.
Cool, and that's my turn.
Okay. Well, Miranda's just gonna stay there. Freya?
Where am I? Am I still where I was? Like, oh my god. I go with walk forward then and go with everyone else.
Yeah, so this
There's
is
a
all
lot
burning
of
on fire,
corpses
so-
there, yeah.
Yeah, there's like 8 people burned alive in front of you. You just walk past it. So that's one action. You got 2 more actions.
Still thinking about that soup woman.
Get closer.
Miranda!
Yeah. Well, you want to go into melee, yeah?
Where, right, who's the enemy? Tell me?
Everyone who's not your ally.
Yeah, well, it's kind of hard. I mean, I just see 100 Lulans, so. And 1 Voltrum.
Yep, so anyone who's not Lulan
Oh,
or
okay,
Voltrum.
so that one with the beard, is he holding like a massive flag?
Yeah.
Okay. And I, have a look. No, like, do that to his face.
Oh, you want to elbow him?
Yeah, like, swing an elbow.
You knock his helmet off, and he's is slightly insulted.
Oh, great.
You got 1 more action?
Okay, well then, can I punch him then? With my
Now
knuckle punch?
without a helmet to defend his precious face, your knuckle dusters just tenderize his meaty head by
That's
1,
good,
2.
Thank you.
The first punch explodes one of his eyes. The second punch breaks his nose so hard it dents into his face, and he
Okay.
kind of drops down dead with
Right,
brain damage.
well, Rose entered the room.
Scribble.
Scribbles
There's, like-
is Yeah, I'm very alone. Okay, I'm gonna sort of. Is the fire out now?
Right. No, it's definitely still blazing.
Fine. Okay, well, I'm going to sidle around the right side of the house, and I'm going to beckon Timmy to come with me. And do I have a view from any of the windows of that house to the guys in front? So that little L-shaped house, green roof, chimney.
Yeah, you can see this guy's fighting a blood clone. Vultrum's engaged in these two. There's a archer at the back here, and then some guy's just like whipping him, like going, "You slut!" and just constantly whipping him.
Dragon. Hey, okay. I'll keep walking up, but I'm gonna kind of more sort of just shimmy along the actual edge of the dock near the water.
Okay. That's probably all your actions, by the way.
That's fine. It's quite a long walk, isn't it?
Vultrum, there's two guys still wailing on you.
So again, we've got 4 charges. So I'll stun one that's right next to me, leave him for someone else, move past, and then with kind of like a over, under, and then a spin, and just kind of like knock him out, like you're trying to hit a home run kind of thing. But I want to knock him out to sea.
Oh, the stunned guy?
No, the other guy. The stun guy someone else can deal with.
Okay, yeah, you stun that guy. So this guy, you're like battling him to the edge of the dock. He's like swinging his spear around. You're like countering, deflecting blows, driving him all with the shot of the blue ocean behind you as you're smacking and smacking away. Then you like take out both his knees by just one quick like tap on both of them. He stumbles a little bit using his own spear to prop him up, and then you just uppercut him with the hammer. And there's this like almost slow motion like arcing as he like falls backwards into the deep blue and just disappears, submerged, knocked out, and drowning. Does Vulture want to say anything after that?
Sink or swim, young man, sink or swim. Move on to the next one.
The guy whipping's like, that's not a very good line.
I know.
He goes to whip at Vultrum. Slutty dwarf. Lulan.
Slutty dwarf.
Okay, that's not gonna work anymore.
This guy's stunned in front of you.
Can we get? And he's got one wound, right, from earlier.
Yep.
Okay, can we get one blood clone to attack him and the other one to go to another enemy?
This blood clone, the blood clone's already in combat with this guy.
Oh, okay, they're both gonna do triple strike then.
Cool. Well, let me play that out then. Well, the wounded guy, he's stunned and paralyzed. So your blood clone just walks up to him, puts 2 blades on his neck, and just slices inwards like that, just severing his head as he drops dead. And the other one who's like swinging axes, your blood clone's like countering. She lines up for a triple strike, lashes at him and kills him.
Lovely. And then my character is going to triple strike the other one onto the left.
The archer.
Yeah.
How long did I say your blood clone stay up for? By the way, was it 2
You never ever classified. It's only when we're in combat until they die.
Should have classified that. Okay, so
yeah, but you didn't.
But
you didn't.
Too late now. Too late now.
Honestly, too late.
What were you gonna do with this guy?
Just triple strike him.
The poor archer takes one massive wound as your dagger, and it's like embedded in his ribs, and he draws his axe and goes to swing at you.
I've got one of the serrated daggers in my hands.
Oh, you
I said
didn't
from the
specify
beginning.
that.
Okay, fair enough.
Remember, guys, you have
Whatever.
to say word for word exactly what you want to do.
So he swings. He swings. You get a chance to dodge. You don't succeed in dodging. Armor save. You take 1 wound. His axe kind of catches you in the shoulder. The one whipping at Vultrum, he's gonna give Vultrum a tasty whip. Vultrum, your armor is licked at, but because of the distance, it doesn't actually set off of the defense mechanism because he's kind of keeping you at range and kiting backwards while whipping you. So you will get an armor save though. Armor saved. 1 wound. 1 wound.
Oh wow, 2 wounds.
His forked blades reach out and like lash at the weaker points at your armor, all the while he's calling you a dirty slut.
Dirty, slutty dwarf.
Slutty dwarf! As he's like whipping you. Pataki! Pataki! As he's like whipping you more faster and faster. You notice that he's basically wearing like crotchless pants with like a little bit of chainmail hanging loosely over his crotch. And every time he whips you, you definitely see he's getting a bit of a semi.
Oh, we interrupted something for sure.
Reiner?
So, can I... Oh, am I in distance for triple shot?
Yeah, I mean, but it's quite hard because Voltrim or a clone. Or
right, okay. I'm gonna try. Well, I'm gonna use my siege bow first.
Okay.
And like as he goes to whip, I'm gonna try and shoot the hand that's got the whip in.
Oh, it's a tricky shot. Look at you.
It's a tricky shot.
So this FUD swings and like just this loose massive spear flies past the blood clone, and he's just going, "Yes, you slutty dwarf!" And like as he goes to raise his hand, this giant arrow appears in his elbow and just lurches him backwards. His whip goes flying, and he's like screaming as he goes flying back into the mud. His ass is now covered in dirty swamp water and mud. And he's like, "Oh God, the pain! I love it!" As he like pulls the with his teeth in hand, pulls the long arrow out of him. Now he's fully erect and he's just like thrusting in the air wildly towards Voltrim.
As I see him thrusting, can I do another 2 shots? You don't. No. Siege bow, because he's out of triple shot range now.
Okay.
And I've got to aim like as he thrusts to shoot one as the thrust is going forwards.
His peen is absolutely just pinned towards his like lower abdomen as your arrow just catches him. The force of the bow is so hard it makes him do a front flip. And he like lands almost like kind of impaled even further onto this spear as he slowly goes and dies. Okay. Leland, do you want to just polish this guy off?
Yeah. Well, Leland, I guess, is just gonna stab him with the serrated dagger, and then.
Yep. You got control of him.
He's just gonna slit his own throat.
Okay, Jesus. So Lulan just stabs the guy, pulls out, and then mimics the action, and he just drags his own axe against his throat and falls to the floor dead. She's
just gonna smile. So.
Lulan woke up today and decided violence. That is what's
can't
happening.
be a bitch.
So all like the fire's kind of burning wildly. The family are like crying in the next room. The city street kind of smells like burning flesh. A man who Voltrim had knocked into the ocean now bobs up with his face down and just starts getting taken out by the tide. There's like exploded dog meat everywhere.
Lulan's gonna start moving towards the ship that someone said that mysterious cloak figure was in there.
Yeah, there's one large ship at dock.
Can I loot the bodies and the gold that I get from them? Can I give them to the families that Tom destroyed their houses of?
They're fairly cheap thugs. They're like most of their armor's rusted or leathered.
That's fine. They have a couple of gold coins on them, or little things for the girls.
Gold coins. The
I
old
saved
woman's
that
like
family's
blindly
life.
reaching out for the coins, and she's like,
I thought she's healed.
She'll never regain her eyesight.
Oh, come on. Did you roll for healing?
I rolled. Her flesh is healed.
Oh,
She
but
was
that
no longer burning.
why would her eyes be exempt? Was she just blinded on the Go on, do a roll.
Alright,
I beg of
we'll do a
you.
roll.
Give her a chance to see her again.
Alright, she gets one eye line back.
Yay!
In her left eye, she can see again.
Hooray.
She's lost all depth perception, but thank God she knows your face to hate you.
She could pick take you out of a line of
I did think,
suspects.
yeah, maybe that's a bad idea.
So
Yeah, you've kind of shot yourself in the foot here, Tom.
Miranda's still just being held, and she kindly asks, she's like, "Big man, do you mind letting me go so I can go and assess this situation?"
I'm gonna drag her with me to the situation without letting her.
Drag her?
You know, like, police officer escort.
So
I don't want her bolting, you know?
She just like flicks her cloak over her shoulders and strides forwards towards the
I've still got my
ship.
arm on her though.
Yeah. Lulan's already entering towards the ship. Scribbles and Timmy, what do you want to do?
I mean, there was quite a lot of boxes around, there was quite a lot of stuff around. Is there anything valuable in this town?
Not in this dock. This is like the cheap shit.
Then I want to go take a vial of the tar, the pitch.
The pitch. Yeah. You've got a tiny little sample of pitch.
Good. Can I get some vibrato as well as some pitch, please?
Oh, get out.
No. So yeah, I'm gonna have a little bit of pitch, and I also let me add that to my inventory.
Can I see him doing this and then go over for like a drink?
Pitch.
You want to drink the pitch?
It's alcohol, isn't it?
No.
No.
Oh.
No.
Maybe
Oil.
But he doesn't
It's
know that.
literally, it's what they used to coat the outside of ships.
He didn't know that. He took a drink.
Yeah, he did take a drink. I think Max needs to roll Constitution.
He does have to roll Constitution.
What's your constitution?
Yep, right, whatever. It is...
I'm such a bastard.
8 out of 10.
That makes sense. That does make sense.
You spit it out, luckily.
Okay.
Your tongue is badly burned. You know that really annoying like roof of your mouth and tongue, and that's going to be an issue for you for the rest of the day.
So I can't taste anything, basically. Great.
Yeah, you're just going to keep peeling the skin off the roof of your mouth, your tongue.
Ew.
Oh,
That's gross.
nice.
All right, I'm gonna stride up to the ship along with Miranda.
Mm-hmm.
And me.
And me.
Can I do like a quick perception check on how the town is taking this? Like, what's the
There's
the
no one
vibe?
really in this district. This is like quite clearly was the poor, dodgy side of town.
Okay, so no alarm bells, no guards charging towards us. It's just...
No. This is very much where Ducky's men kind of were the power here. The power of poverty and gang violence, basically.
Well, I'm gonna go towards the ship and hopefully get on the ship.
As you get to the ship, you kind of see where the whipping guardsmen had come from, and it's just like the wall is aligned with like half-naked corpses. Some have been like, some are decaying, some have been like gutted. It was like a torture chamber of misery. There's like a whip selection with like signs of being like my favorite, all the way to like good for killing and stuff like that. And in the corner there is a cell where there is a man kind of sewn into his own robe, like he's wearing like a satin silk red robe, and on his head is like an iron cage that's holding his mouth closed.
Can I have that robe, please? I would like that robe. I'm going to take that robe. I like a red robe.
It's sewn onto his...
No, I'm not gonna let him do that.
I'm just gonna go like sit in
him.
front of him on my knees and like kind of look at him and be like, "So what's going on with you?"
What's crack-a-lacking, bro?
Yeah.
He's just like looks up.
Is the cage on like attached to his face, or the cage is on just on his head?
It's wrapped around his face and head.
Yeah, imagine medieval torture chambers for
Man
noisy
in the iron
wives.
mask. It's kind of
man in the iron mask. Yeah.
You couldn't just bust it off then without hurting him.
You could unlock it.
Has anyone looted the
Reiner.
boy's body?
Reiner looted everyone.
Yeah, there's
Get a key.
there was no key on him, but there is quite clearly like a set of keys on the table, like a big like ring of steel with keys all over it.
Well, try and open it.
Can you answer my question first?
He's just like.
His mouth
shakes
is sewn.
His mouth's not sewn, just the cage is keeping it shut.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah, let's unlock it.
As he's looking at you like wild-eyed as you unlock the cage, and he like goes, and he like falls down. And it's like his teeth are all kind of like shattered and been pulled. And he like looks up at you, and he's quite like a young lad. Like he's got like fairly nice skin. He's clearly from money, and he's like really like shaky and cold, and he like crawls over like the stitching peeling at his arms as he puts his head in a bucket of water and drinks greedily from it.
Can Lunan kind of go up to him and just help him drink and tell him not to drink too fast or he's going to vomit?
And he's like, thank you. Oh, thank you, heroes. You saved me. My lord will repay you gratefully.
Who's your lord?
The Lord. The chosen one. The one to guide us to the light.
Name, specific name, birth name. What was he given?
Immortality will become us. You can have it too.
Oh my god, just give me his name.
I'm looking it up because I've forgotten it. There's a high chance I didn't write it for a reason.
Bleaty.
Dun, dun, dun. It was the sheep the whole time. Oh yeah.
Hold on. No, I didn't name one. Jason Argons.
Jason Derulo.
I was like, it's gonna be Derulo, right?
The Lord of Lazarus.
He's your lord?
Nice.
He's guiding us. We're his chosen few. He's found the power of Lazarus, the circle. Immortality within our reach. We consumed from his flesh and blood. Well, one step closer, we search for the girl. Join us. Heroes of your power, you'll be able to have immortality.
And why do you suspect the girl is still in the city?
We've been tracing her. She wants vengeance against her father.
Against or because of her father?
Against her father. She wishes to kill him for what he's done. But she just doesn't know. She doesn't know that her sacrifice will lead us to the chosen land. We'll be able to live forever and guide in the next generation.
What's given away her position? Like, why have you been able to track her then?
She is trying to seek an alliance with the Inquisition in town.
So she doesn't like magic?
We had men planted in each one of these usurpers.
So she doesn't like magic then, if she's going with the Inquisition?
She seeks to destroy the Lord's magic, but she just doesn't know. Her brother and mother's sacrifice was for a just cause.
Okay.
With hers, once we consume of her flesh and blood, we'll be able to enter the well of life.
What does she look like?
She has dirty blonde hair tied neatly in a braid, bright brown, light amber eyes, and a scar just above her nose from when she fell off a horse as a child.
How?
I look at the girl that we're with and just double check there's not her.
With a short bob haircut, no.
Can I do,
It's good to check.
I don't know, like a recollection check to the woman I saved with Freya at the fire?
It wasn't her.
Okay.
Well, good memory. Will you join me? My lord will welcome you with open arms.
I'm just gonna say
Which church are you from? Which lord?
Not Lord Jason.
Lord Jason.
Can we say yeah? Can we? Yeah.
Does anyone else have any questions?
They believed him to be dead, but we're merely preparing. The first experiment was almost a success, but
he's becoming
disfigured.
a demon.
Which experiment?
This city, the city of Lazarus, it's built on an ancient elven ruin. A powerful mage called Daijin once lived here, and she created the well of life with the help of a god. The veil between life and death is finished here. Well, my lord has found a way for all the teachings to activate the well of life. Immortality is within our grasp.
And this wouldn't have anything to do with a basilisk.
I don't know what that is.
Just checking.
He starts like looking around. He's like, will you join us?
Yes.
Excellent.
Lead us to her.
I haven't found her yet. We were searching. Our Lord only wants us to move at
Lead
night,
us to
so that
him.
no one tries to act out.
Take us to your lord.
I'm gonna grab the guy and stab him in the neck.
No! Can I interrupt?
Yeah, she's closest, and as she goes to draw her blade...
I'm literally in front of him.
Rhino, what's your dex again? It's 10, isn't it?
10.
So's mine.
I assume I can't stop this either.
She lashes out as quickly as she can. Rhino, you just catch her wrist, but the blade...
I'm gonna drop my blade to the other wrist and stab him with the other hand. Like,
okay,
I'm gonna try and stop that one though. Can I do a secondary attempt to stop?
As Dravik goes to stop it, Miranda just disappears. She jumps off the boat and into the ocean with a wet plop.
No, I'm trying to. What about the stab? That's what I'm trying to stop.
You've caught her wrist. The guy's squirming away as he stands up to escape. He steps on his cloak and rips out like half the stitches, and his flesh kind of like peels off his arms as he falls backwards.
I'm gonna use my blood clones then to slice him because they're just free agents. They're just gonna slice him.
The two
One
blood
lead
clones
we
flash
have.
forwards.
Can we
You're
not?
just completely fucked.
The two blood clones flash forwards and just go and like chop him into bits before they expire.
All right, can I jump over the overboard and try and see if I can catch up with Miranda, seeing as I'm...
Hold on one second, I'm just going to shut the blinds.
Can I just like walk off the boat in the other side?
Leland's just gonna start strutting off.
We had such a good informant.
Is
Yeah,
the,
no,
is
the
the
thing
guy
is,
that
We could have met
kill
a fucking boss.
still there?
Yeah, we could have, but he would have seen. Like, there's no way he would have seen through our not seen through
Yeah,
our
but we
perception.
would have known where he is, so we could have fucking killed him.
We'll know where he is regardless. We'll find the girl and she'll know because this is what Alex will write. It'll go somewhere.
It's a big faith in
That's a big faith in Alex.
Well, the story in Lazarus has to continue somehow.
What about the guy that we didn't kill that was part of Ducky's squad?
Oh, yeah.
Think you killed him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Miranda finished him off.
How do I do with finding Miranda?
She's like so fast and agile that the moment she was out of the water, she sprinted off, but you can kind of track down her scent back leading into town.
All right, I guess I'll do that. No, fuck, I don't want to abandon the party.
Can I see Dravik after like?
I will do that. I'm gonna go.
Oh,
Scaring
Leland's already
myself.
sold off.
I'm gonna track her.
Can I go with Dravik?
Yeah. So as you're like the Dravik and Rhino head into town. Freya, what would you like to do?
Oh, bloody hell. Oh, probably heading to town as well, actually.
Just a little bit of a murder in the day, and we'll carry on shopping.
I'm a bit like, bloody hell, Luna's not having a good day, so I'm just going to go into town.
Fuck it, there's only one way to solve this.
Oh, you could res him.
Oh.
You could totally res him now that Lulan's like we've all left. You could bring him back from the dead.
Oh yeah.
As Voltrum is the only witness.
Voltrum's not gone.
Go on, Scribbles. Scribbles, did you hear anything I just said, or are you?
No, I heard it.
It's gonna
Resurrection.
make
And I think it's, it could be done. I'm going to wait until Lulan's well out of earshot, and I'm just going to go, man, that red cape was such a find earlier. I wonder if this guy's got anything useful on his body. All right. And I'm going to really quickly rest him.
So he kind of comes screaming back into life, immediately experiencing the pain of having his skin torn off, and have been, when Lula's clones massacred him over and over again. And he's like, oh god, I can't feel my legs.
I'm just going to say to him, I'm going to wait till he stops screaming. I'm just going to calmly say to him, "Hello, sir. My name is Scribbles. I'll be your interrogator today. It's a pleasure to meet you." Now,
what is wrong with you? I offered you all immortality.
And I'm very interested about that immortality. Now we're going to have a real simple deal here. You tell me what I need to know, and I can make the pain go away. But otherwise,
I've been very open. I've been an open book this entire time. What do you want to know?
Well, I think I'll hand this over to my good friend over here, and I'm going to pass that back over to. I keep forgetting Tom's new character's name.
I'm not there.
We've all gone, Trev.
Everyone's
gone.
It's just Voltrum.
It's just
Voltrum.
Voltrum is
Okay, so I'm going to just turn to Voltrum and say, Voltrum, anything in particular you'd like to know?
So you're going to catch Voltrum like mid-swing as he's about to start like massing, not the guy, but like all the workbenches and stuff on the wall. He's basically just going to start like hacking through. So, how do we get down to the Elven ruins? And then just start swinging.
Splinters and like pots and pans are flying, like limbs are being severed.
I'm going to ask.
In the centre of town, there's a statue of a tall elf and holding a scales. You have to tip the scales in the favour of the sun, and the stairway opens up. It leads to the city below.
Very good.
Good
very
information.
Good puppet.
Good.
I appreciate it.
Such
Now,
handy information, that is.
do you know any areas around here where there might be like a stash or any good loot?
Oh God! The Richard District has. Why are you doing this to me? The Richard District has a more of a favourable section of shops and rich nobles. The ancient elf city might have some interesting things. I don't really know. I'm the youngest member of my order.
Were you the interrogator? Did you do that to those people inside?
What people?
Is he not the interrogator?
No, remember we found him with a cage on his head.
Two different people. My bad. Okay, I'm going to say, all right, thank you for your service. You can go now. And I'm going to let him go.
And he dies again. His eyes roll into the back of his head.
Good. Very happy with that. I think we've rich district of town and the elven statue lining up with the sun. All right. I'm just going to sort of say to Voltrum, I'll be over here with Timmy and gesture and kind of walk off in the direction of everyone else.
Just don't mind me as I'm just
Okay,
literally what torture chambers can go to hell.
We'll cut back to town as Dravik's like sniffing the floor and like on four legs as he's like hunting her down. You go into an alleyway with like a long, tall, like 4-story house in front of you, and suddenly 2 arrows go at the floor behind you, and you see her there with the sun behind her, kind of straddled over two signposts, and another arrow notched.
I see this, and then also shoot 2 arrows in front of her.
The 2 arrows, because she's kind of like hanging off the edge of a building, just go up into the air. And then go away.
You got to roll for it. You might do it. It would be very impressive.
Yeah.
But there's nowhere for the arrows to land.
Well, she's on a building. Like they could land next to her, either side of her.
All right, 1 arrow hits a plant pot next to her. That's on the roof.
That's good enough. That's intimidating for us.
That's fine.
I'll be like,
"What is it with your party? Why are you seeking me out so much? I have a mission, and I plan to stick to it."
Right. Well. We know the head of the Robin. I know the head of the Robins. So I demand to know.
I'm well aware. You can make no demands, peasant.
Who ordered your contract?
My contract is to protect the girl, to find her and escort her from the city, and take her to Midgard.
Who ordered your contract?
The king himself. He wishes to understand what has happened within this city. Although it's on the far edges of his borders, he is fully in control of the land. And I am to escort her back. It's her bloodline that rules this land. And it should be her next in line, now that her brother and mother are dead.
Okay, so now that we've established we're on the same side, surely let's work together.
Your mission is different. You want to seek the girl out to find out what's happening here. That's on you. I don't get paid for that. I'm here to save the girl and protect her.
In order to seek the girl out, you have to first find her.
Oh, I am fully aware of where she probably is.
Well then, as our order has worked closely together before, let's work again.
Persuasion check.
What's your charisma?
Oh, you don't want it. Oh, Tom, why have you done this? This is not going to go well.
He wasn't going to do it unless you try.
She looks at you and kind of slides down the drain pipe to be on the same level as you guys. Your persuasion is shit. I'm not going to believe you or anything you say, but unfortunately, what you say does make sense.
Okay, I was about to say, there's no way that I pass the persuasion check.
We'll find the girl, and you will help me accompany her to the edge of town. Once I am free from these borders, then, and only then, can you get the information you need from her.
That's fine. We have no issue with the girl.
She has a desire to avenge her father, to avenge her family by killing her father. I can't risk her having some hero-filled notion as an untrained, spoiled brat to enter those caves and caverns to seek him out. I can't.
We will not need to, as we can do that for her.
Well then, let us find her. Where's the rest of your party?
We don't know.
We'll find them later.
Very well. Follow me. There is a library at the very edge of town. I believe she will be there, hiding out and studying the history of this city.
Okay. Should we meet at said pub at so and so at like dusk or something?
Very well.
Yeah.
We'll meet at the Leaky Cauldron.
Okay.
I shall go and survey the area, find out if it's her. If I'm correct, then I'll bring her there. Gather your party. We won't have long. If these beings come out at night, these dirty little underdwellers come and attempt to murder her, we need to leave here by nightfall. Am I understood?
Understood.
What time are we meeting at the Leaky Cauldron?
As soon as possible.
Okay.
Within an hour.
Alright. Nice, that was worth tracking. Well done, Max. Damn fine ride.
She runs off.
I managed to talk to someone.
You did.
And it didn't end in bloodshed.
Yeah, it went well.
Are we proud, guys? Are we proud?
I'm proud. And you
All
shot
it
that
took
flower
was
pot.
a knuckle punch to the head from Freya.
I love that. Knuckle punch.
Knuckle punch.
It's super effective.
It really is, so.
It works.
Nice.
Okay.
Alright, can me and Dravik obviously head back towards the boat, because that's the last place we saw people?
Yep. As you get to the boat, you see like a sweating, panting Vultrim leaning on his hammer outside as the boat begins to sink.
I might have overdone it.
Can I just like pat him on the shoulder?
Oh, no.
He takes off his helmet. It's just thick with sweat. And he's like,
just pours it out.
Okay, so you've rendezvoused. Freya, Lulan, Scribbles.
Lulan already walked off, but she's just going to go to the pub that they were going to meet to anyway, because why not? The pub's a pub.
You don't know
Pub's
what pub we're meeting at. There's many a pub.
Convenient
Yeah, but
much.
the Leaky Cauldron sounds lit, so Lulan's going to go there.
Sure, but for speed's sake, we'll say that Lulan, you walk in and Freya's already there.
She would be.
Scribbles?
Okay, I am going to. How do I have any bearing?
Ooh,
We find out
so
the information.
Lulan
from
picked up
fucking
Hestia on the way
Vultrim, by the
back.
way.
Do we have any inclination of where the rich district is?
No, but you're close enough to the boat that you've seen Dravik and Reiner, because you were just walking out as Vultrim was going to town, smashing it to pieces.
Right, so okay, I'm gonna try and aim to go to the rich district and sort of head in that direction, ask around if anyone's heard of this district, and I'm also going to, as I look around, see if I can see the statue that was described to me.
Okay, so as you're waddling through town, like people, still a busy day. Like you're struggling to almost not get stood on. A horse almost runs you down because your stature. People are like bustling and go, oh, halfling? Don't see many of them around here. And this kid comes up to you and he's like, ha 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 ha, and like goes to push you in the mud.
I'm gonna punch him straight in the jaw.
Oh my god! The little kid screams as he runs over, as far away as he can. As the kid runs off screaming in the direction, you see this like giant white statue of this like elven woman. She stands at about 7 feet tall. Her like long ponytail reaches down to like a lower back. And she, in one hand, she holds like these scales and weighted, and in the other hand, like a lantern where the light's constantly like shining.
Can I step on the kid a few times?
He's run off.
Okay, but as he ran off, can I roll to trip him? At least, so he falls in the mud himself.
No, but he makes it away.
Fine, he makes it away. All right, I'm gonna head over to the statue, and I'm gonna see if I can find the movable part that we can make face in the right direction of the sun.
So the statue itself, everything is marble except the things it's holding. So the scale has this like wrought iron chain to either side with massive like bronze discs. They're about 30 centimeters diameter on each one.
Yeah.
Okay. They're movable. They kind of can swing and be pushed around.
Where's the sun in the sky at the moment?
It's about like 6-ish. So it's coming autumn. So it's kind of beginning to head towards sunset.
Okay. Is there sunlight on the statue at the moment?
Yeah, it's actually from the big center of town. Quite a lot of sunlight's hitting it.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can rotate those two mirrors so that the dishes are both facing the sun.
It's scales.
Scales.
You can't reach them.
I can't reach them.
Oh,
okay.
No.
I'm gonna say, hearken, townsfolk, people of this good town.
Some people stop thinking you're like selling something. What are you selling?
I'm looking for some assistance, and I can pay a pretty penny for it.
Oh, you got me there with a penny idea. What is it?
Well, you see, Timmy, come over here.
This big balding man walks over. Yes.
Is Timmy not with me?
I'm Timmy.
Is Timmy? That just repeats the statement. It's not the question. Is Timmy with me?
I could be if you want me to.
Brilliant. Let's go with that. So this is Timmy. He's my rent boy, and as you can see, he's a big lad. He's got some strong arms.
Your
like a
Timmy
silverback.
is just like behind you, really confused at what's going on. As is big Timmy, he's like, I don't know you.
That's all right, Big Timmy. If you don't know me, don't talk. If you know what's good for you. This is my rent boy, Big Timmy. He can honestly strip the cum off a silverback gorilla at 30 paces. If you want to have a good night, then please, by all means, step right up. I just ask one favor in return.
I don't want to be here.
I'm going to slowly put my sword towards his throat and say, you're doing very good, Timmy. You just stay very quiet.
Some guardsmen walk over. What is all this? What are you selling?
I'm selling this, and I'm going to gesture to Timmy. And then...
have you got a license? Prostitution is legal, but not on the streets, sir. You've got to go back to your establishment.
I will go back to my establishment. But officers, since you are looking like such gentle, kind, and humble fellows, do you mind if I ask a question of you?
Sure, just send your whore back to the house.
Timmy, back to the house, and I'm going to just touch him with the corrupted waystone.
He just is sucked into a portal and vanishes, and the guards are like, "What the fuck?"
Such a bitch.
Well, I'm a magician. I cast magic. I'm a sorcerer, and you ordered me to send
the
him
clouds
back.
like starts like clapping. They're like, "A mage."
Thank you.
Magic is outlawed in Midland.
I know, and I wouldn't have used it unless the guards hadn't specifically requested that I do exactly that.
One of the guardsmen's run off into the direction of the barracks.
Okay, fantastic. And I'm going to say to the other guard, I must ask a favour of you.
He's like kind of turning around. His left hand slowly goes to his hip, and holds his scabbard. And his right hand slowly moving over, like kids are clapping. They're like, tricks, more tricks. And he's like, what is it, halfling?
I'm just going to ask you what the best way to turn the two mirrors on this statue are. Do you have any idea?
That's not a mirror, sir. That's a scale.
scale. I'm getting there. You have to understand English is not my first language. Best way to turn the scales on this statue, officer?
I don't know, but probably not vandalism.
It's not going to be vandalizing the statue.
His right hand is slowly getting to the hilt of his sword.
I tell you what, young kids, young strapping kids, you look like you can climb the statue in a jiffy. If you help me out here, I'll show you another magic trick. Do we have a deal?
The kids are like, yeah, magic man, magic man.
All right, kids. First one to climb up this statue and turn that scale is going to get a special magic reward.
Kids, don't listen to this stranger. Go home. The guards, like some more guards, are pushing through town, and there is a knight amount on the top of a horse with this thick plated helm and this armor covered in runic writing.
All right, I'm gonna say, good afternoon, guards. How can I be of service today?
The man dismounts and removes his helmet, and he's got this brutishly large jaw with a neatly cropped grey beard and grey hair.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a Templar from the Tower of Zilioth.
Oh no.
You have been recorded as a mage and a heretic. As punishment under the Midland law, you are to be taken for trial at the Tower of Zilioth, where your magic will be put to use in order of the service of this great country, or you will die.
Officer, can I make a request? I will gladly come with you, and I will accept my punishment. I will not resist, but I must ask one favor. Can you please just help me turn the scales on this statue, and I shall come with you without resistance.
The guardman that you were talking to at first turns, and he's obsessed with this statue, he's trying to get kids to climb it. The Templar looks and he's like, I don't understand.
Templar, you're a bit taller than I am. As you can see, I'm not a man of stature. I'm not a big fellow. And all I need is for you to turn those scales to align them with the direction in which the sun is pointing. That's all I ask of you, nothing more. And with that, I will come with you.
He turns to the two guards and nods. Two guards behind him drop their spears and begin climbing. They pull the scale down. And it's quite clear now on the bottom that's printed a sun and a moon. When the sun one is pulled down, the lantern begins to light up, and the color kind of changes, it filters on it, and these the statue shakes and vibrates. The guards kind of let go and step back. The kids, the other guardsman shushes the kids away as between the legs of this elf maiden, these stairs begin to go and chunk down into nothingness.
All right. And I'm going to say, and hark, and I'm going to gesture at the statue, and as all the guards look, I'm going to grab Timmy and we're going to jump down the stairs, and then I'm just going to cast a K on the stone wall so it all collapses behind me.
As they're kind of amazed, the Templar lunges forwards and rolls down the stairs with you, as the guards are kept away by the statue collapsing and crashing down on top of you.
As the Templar lands, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring both my hands up in sort of a cupping motion. And have you seen the scene in Game of Thrones when the mountain busts his eyes out? I'm just going to cast Decay through my thumbs into his eyeballs.
You notice that when you do it, his armor lights up and all the symbols begin to flood, with almost like they're filling with liquid,
Right.
and nothing happens. And
Fine.
then he then grabs you and goes Decay. And you begin to feel your hairs begin to grey and wither, and you feel like you've aged significantly as you suddenly have a really poor back, and you stumble backwards into the darkness.
And I'm going to, as I do that, can I say, can I look at him and say, that armor, who gave it to you?
It is Templar standard armor. We are the anti-mages.
That's a beautiful set.
He brings his mace to your head. Stop resisting arrest. As he does that, Timmy comes out of the shadows, jumps on his neck, and just goes, ah! It's stabbing a knife into the back of his neck. And he's like, ah! As he falls to the floor, and just Timmy's like, Master! He's like, help me! He's holding onto this guy's back, and just
as he does
dagger into the throat.
As he does it, I'm gonna unsheathe the staff from my back, and the blade's gonna just come out, and I'm just gonna put it straight through this guy's chest.
The armor kind of blocks most of it, but enough so that the blade tip just goes straight through his heart. and he's like, oh, he like kind of leans against the wall and begins to slide down, leaving like a bloody track. His armor kind of like stutters out, and the light goes out, plunging you both into utter darkness.
And I'm gonna whisper, "Decay is not very effective against me. You see, I'm a dentist."
Yeah. Meanwhile, while this is going on,
We need to like minus something. Sure.
While this is going on, can me and Traffic go and find out from Voltrum where to go? Yeah, Voltrum's. Wait, why would Voltrum know where to go?
Voltrum was there.
Because Voltrum was there.
Yeah, but you've just spoken to Miranda.
Yeah, we spoke to Miranda, and then we went and found
you want to know about
Voltrum.
the statue?
Yeah, basically.
Okay. Oh yeah, Voltrum shares that information with you.
Guys, be right back. I need to take Budge out to the loo.
Okay, so then we've got the issue of, do we go meet Miranda first and then go to the statue, or do we go to the statue for Scribbles?
Well, we went back and we met Voltrum at the ship, right? I presume.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we would naturally go to the pub as an ASAP and meet Lulan and Freya.
Well, we need to loot the ship first.
I thought you destroyed the ship. Oh,
You
the pub.
destroyed the
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
No,
as I break a cabinet, I'll have a look inside. Oh my word!
Oh, you sleepy girl.
Yeah, she's just woke up.
Oh, she's a sleepy girl.
She's gorgeous.
Yeah, she's big.
Very big.
Damn.
She's 4 months old.
Thick. THICC.
Yeah, you're a fit girl, aren't you? Warm belly. Ah.
Oh.
Oh, God, the chair went back.
In this break in the action, may I ask a story question that I clearly missed, and I've been finding it hard to RP. This girl who we're looking for, is this the Lord that was missing for 2 months?
Yes.
This is the Lord's daughter. That was missing.
Who's obviously becoming a demon.
Right, so the Lord's daughter, not the Lord.
Yeah. So the Lord's clearly.
But the Lord killed his wife and his son. To
become,
to become immortal.
Okay. To become immortal. Okay. God. Well. I don't know about you guys, but my brain's a bit melted.
Yeah, no, it's
a lot of stuff has gone on.
Yeah, I don't know.
A lot of stuff has gone on.
Do you want to call it there?
I feel like I'm at a natural end, but I don't know about the rest of you guys.
I'm fine calling it there. It's a good segment to call it there.
To be fair, I can definitely remember where I was at the end of this one, which is with a Templar's arms down my throat, a terrible back, and a very good voice, Timmy. Well done.
And
so,
I'm worried about Charlie.
Me and Reiner have met Voltrum at the ship. I think that's a good place for us to leave.
Well, we've met Voltrum at the ship, and Voltrum's told us what he knows.
Yeah, and we've told him what we know. Yeah. And then Freya and Lulan at the pub.
Yeah.
Which we don't know.
Yeah.
No.
But they know that you know that they know.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do they?
No, they don't. I don't think they know.
No, they don't.
They just went there.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'll ask Alex more questions in my own time because I got so confuzzled.
Yeah, feel free.
That was fun. That was nice to be back. I'm a big.
I think it was a good session back after a little hiatus.
A lot of highlights. Charlie.
Hey, Sam.
Did you like it, Simon?
Yeah.
Are you regretting not joining the other group, Sim?
Yeah, why not?
Simon, who had literally two different groups to make characters for.
You just need to make a one-shot NPC who runs a fruit stand, and we can meet you.
Yeah.
Max will try and fight you.
And you can have great charisma and convince us to buy strawberries.
I didn't fight the girl.
I know.
Can we also remember that?
That was a big moment. You spoke to someone.
A big moment, Max.
But you did get knuckle punched in the head.
Yeah,
you didn't fight the girl.
Yeah, and I also didn't react. All right, so just
knuckle punch.
I'm doing better shit.
We all did fairly good.
Yeah, I'm proud of us as a team.
I technically saved that family, even if it was a horrible way to do it, from getting blown up.
Yeah. You only blinded a woman in one eye.
No, yeah, one eye. Still got.
Yeah, we gave him some gold there to make up for it, so it's not too bad.
Yeah.
That makes everything better, right?
We need to figure
Well,
out
the
the economy to this game. I have no idea how much money we own. We just fling gold at everyone.
Yeah, you've got like a steady amount.
Okay.
I mean, so many people.
But we haven't actually really spent anything yet.
Yeah, because so many people owe you favors, you can't get free shit. So. I was shocked and surprised at Scribble's effectiveness in combat that session.
Have my moments.
Yeah, the barrels was a good idea.
Yeah, I think one of us has to be tactical, and clearly it's not going to be anyone else on this team, so it might as well be the little guy.
That's true.
But yeah, no, I'm really excited to see what I find at the base of this mystery site of death and murder of Templars. Although I will admit, I didn't realize me using a little bit of minor magic was going to
backfire.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you did miss the part where Ludin was just like, no one use magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely did. They're not very nice people, are they, those Templars? Real bastards.
No.
That was so funny.
They're a lot
get
nicer
with
now
the
than they would have
stone.
been. Oh yeah. The giant guy who's like, I'm Timmy. It's like, no, not you. Oh, fine, you'll do. I'm gonna send him away now. Just like sucks him in.
I mean, I'm horrendously racist towards humans, so I have absolutely no qualms as to where he ends up or what happens to him. When we did the mini quest and I accidentally got 2 humans dissolved by an acid worm, I didn't so much just run. I was just like, okay, that's happened.
That's when you're in the pub and he just reappeared and you're like, oh, la, walked off.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me just wipe this away.
Yeah. What is that? Acid worm slime? Acid what? Doesn't matter. Well, what are all these words, these phrases, these sayings? Everyone's so serious nowadays. But yeah, no, that was good fun.
I think MVP's got to go to the, well, how about the award of we're all a bit concerned about you award is Lulan today. Just whistling and slaughtering in her wake.
I just love that she's just dragging that guy by his neck. And Dravik was just like...
I mean, he's not that much better, but, we expect... I don't know. It was a real dark turn to there.
Yeah, just a bit.
I'm not sure we're the good guys at times.
They technically attacked us. Kind of. They did kind of attack us. Well, especially, to be fair, they flat out attacked Lulan. She was just whistling, walking by and defending.
I was just walking. That's why Lulan held nothing back. She was...
She was just like,
in
hey,
that
I'm
essence.
walking here.
That's true. I take it back. They deserved every bit of it.
Yeah.
I take it back.
They did. They did.
I mean, they weren't exactly the most talented of fighters, so you were always just going to cut
We wiped the floor with them.
Yeah, we did.
We always do appreciate the chance to just see what the general members of the public are like against us.
Yeah. I mean, they were thugs anyway. They were weapons dealers and they smuggled children in and out. And
I mean, I have much less of an issue with these people if the people are not human, because I just fucking hate humans. That's my problem.
I don't think any of us would have lost if it was 1v all of us. All of them, sorry. Like, one of us could have taken out that entire group.
Maybe all of them you might have struggled a little bit. But...
I feel like we probably could have taken them all. But it was
I feel like we could have, but it would have
I feel like we definitely could have.
Yeah.
But the slut guy,
well, you
he was talented.
That's true.
Slut guy was something at this.
He did 2 damage on Voltrum of all people, if I remember right.
Right.
Our most heavily guarded man. You dirty
dwarf that as well.
You dwarf slat! Whipping you like a cat in 9 tails.
That's our hero getting whipped.
Yeah.
Why?
Where was Bleedy and all of that? Where did we
fired up
Bleedy?
League, by the way.
Still in town, isn't they? Just walking around town.
Oh, yeah.
With Hestia, I'm assuming, because Hestia was not in that fight.
Yeah.
I picked her up on the way back to the pub, though.
Yeah, where was Bleedy?
Well, as Luna was walking to the pub, she saw Bleety drinking out of the horse trough, and the horses are kind of cowering away from Bleety, and Hestia was just sitting and cleaning herself on Bleety's back. And
Bleety's not even a sheep in
Hestia knows not to fucking mess with Bleety.
Bleaty's gonna end up riding Hestia before Lulan does.
Be surprised.
Well, Bleaty
It is-
scribbles now.
It's true.
Bleaty has my
Yeah, but
consent to do what
Doesn't
Bleaty needs to
Bleaty ride
do.
a horse as well?
He did ride a horse that one time.
Bleaty did ride a horse and was wearing a helmet.
What was this? Is this? I don't remember this one.
He
This was
definitely
heading
did
to
that.
Midland. Or Maidentown, whatever.
Yeah.
I
Bleaty
just loaded
deserves to
up.
be recognised for his talents.
Play some ARAMs.
I'm gonna call it there just because my room is like 1,000,000,000 degrees right now.
Yeah,
and
so
I'm gonna
bloody
open
hot.
some
Yeah.
windows.
It's a warm one, to say the
Is
least.
that a tattoo?
Hmm?
No, no,
Oh,
no.
what, Tom's. That's a shirt.
It does.
I
It
did
does.
think,
Look at it when I
that
hold
a
it.
couple of times.
Yeah, my just body tattoos that you guys have never seen.
I
I
did-
thought you just like got a shoulder done on the side. I was like,
Oh yeah,
shit.
yeah
I-
just
Yeah, I thought that a couple of times, and then I realised it was this top, and I was like, oh yeah.
I'm just gonna get some water quick.
Lauren,
I'll be right back.
FYI, Tom sent me a message like an hour ago saying I'm sus of you. See, I told you one person would notice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw just God, and I was
That's
like,
right,
oh my
just get some
god, there's
water.
a
Yeah, I
huge
noticed straight away,
debut
but I was like,
going on.
I don't know. I don't know shit.
Well, I'm gonna bounce, guys. Thank you for the fun.
Yeah.
And
Good luck, Tom. I thought you sold your trampoline.
oh, don't remind me. Make me sad.
Don't remind me.
Don't mind. Fun at jaw.
Thunder jaw.
Yeah, that was good. And
That was a lot of fun. Well, Tom, have a good night's sleep. Enjoy lunch tomorrow. Enjoy dinner tomorrow, and I'll see you soon.
Thank you. Very specific requests.
yeah, we also have to organise drinking games for next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need that bingo card.
Yeah, we really do.
Blood in face. That's a definite.
100%.
Bone sticks out of body on an enemy. That one's
Ryan gets
sure.
attacked by own team member.
Character of concern.
What's character
Yeah.
of concern? That's
Like someone is the character of concern.
They drink.
Last time Vultrim, this time Lulan.
You need to stop holding that book, by the way. This has been like a day of holding a book now.
Not really noticed anything.
He might just like reading.
He
Yeah.
definitely
Don't
does
open
not.
it.
He's not going to
Don't
open
open
the
it.
book. Definitely not going to open it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna skedaddle as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Good
go,
night,
guys.
guys.
Alright, night.
Alright, night.
Hi, you lot.
Bye, guys.
Good night. Night night.